Maybe it helps with. I'll introduce you too. By the way, hello everyone. We're live. We're live with a Game of the Year showcase. This is something we're going to be doing. Hey, I haven't introduced you even. That was Daniel. Daniel's here.
Hello.
Hello. Boken is also here.
Hello.
Hello. So some hardcore I guess channel viewers might know what's about to happen.
Only the hardest of the hardcore.
the rest of them, you guys don't even know. But yeah, so this is just like our annual Game of the Year showcase. The Essays and Espresso podcast has sort of it's not canceled. I feel like we just kind of did everything we wanted to do with it. But we figured this would be a fun way to sort of keep the spirit of things alive, you know?
Yeah. Hopefully we can do it again next year.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. If you want to do some recording every couple of months or so, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
We do have to do a movie commentary on Code Geass, right?
Yeah, I think there's another movie.
Oh my god, you're right. You're right.
We'll keep those alive somehow.
Also, weren't we supposed to watch like Full Metal Alchemist 2003?
Oh yeah. I
Yeah, but
got the
that's
Ruby and everything.
we can do that, I guess. I mean, that would have been a normal episode, and I'm kind of out of the podcast for my own reasons.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
don't
you
know.
could still do that.
We could still do that. I want to watch Full Metal Alchemist.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. But people in chat, did anybody here ever listen to the Essays and Espresso podcast? Or are you all just like normies? I feel like I'm streaming at an earlier time than usual, so most of my usual viewers aren't here. Bradley's actually here. But yeah, also, do you guys want to get this over with? Never
You
heard
make
of
it
them.
sound so
Let's get
morbid.
started.
It's like, let's just get it over with.
Well, I feel like I'm the only one who really has fun with these, and you guys always get like, you guys have like energy for 30 minutes, and then you guys both get so tired every time.
We have energy for 30 minutes for your antics. We'll just change the rules randomly.
Okay, but
Come
what
up
you
with
need to
dumb shit.
understand is that we haven't done this in a while, so like we have been conserving energy that has for all the episodes of the Essays Espresso podcast that we haven't recorded. We have like a fucking reserve of energy for this episode right now.
Yeah. Also,
That's
there's no
true.
swearing allowed on my channel, but Daniel.
What?
Oh no, that's gonna be
Wait,
difficult.
are you serious right now? Or?
I'm being serious. Well, like, look, I'm not gonna go back and censor it or anything, but I'd like to keep it to a minimum. But like, if it accidentally gets out there, it gets out there. I've caught myself swearing like a couple of times.
You know me. I swear with every second word.
I know. It's because you're so bad at English. You have to pad out your sentences.
That's correct.
Anyways, so if we want to do this, we're gonna be doing this, baby.
Mm-hmm.
So the first category is, and chat, I'm very sorry, I'm not good at overlays, so you're gonna have to work with me here. The first
Are we
category,
doing the word pad? Oh
yeah,
my god.
I busted out the notepad. Is for, this is a new category, by the way, the best game where the main character is literally me.
What?
Okay, so the nominees are Armored Core 6, Alan Wake 2, the Incest Sibling game, but it is sus if that's your pick, Leon Kennedy, now he might be literally me, Dead Space, and Metroid Prime Remastered. Which is the best game where the main character is literally me?
Okay,
I-
give me
I
a
need to-
breakdown of you.
No, it's like the meme.
Are we talking? Are we talking about you, Acer?
No, it's like, you know how Patrick Bateman and like the guy from Drive and Taxi Driver is like literally me, you know? It's a vibe.
Uh-huh.
I
I mean, I had a feeling that's what you meant, but I also know you and thought you because you're so egotistical. You're like, guys, let's talk about the main character that's literally just me because you love me so much, right?
Yeah. First question on the whole podcast is, who is me?
I wouldn't have put the incest siblings on if that was the case.
Maybe.
I feel like 621 from Armored Core 6. And look, Armored Core 6 is not going to win every award just because it's FromSoft. But I feel like 621, that's like, he has like a real, literally me energy. He has like a schizo girlfriend that exists only in his brain. His dad is like crazy distant, but also like maybe loves him or whatever.
Maybe. It's a suggestion.
Ryan Gosling is the guy from Driver. Yeah. Spider-Man. Spider-Man is not literally me.
No, the movie is just called Drive, not Driver.
Yeah. I think it's making a joke.
I think that was the joke, Daniel.
Was it? No. Oh.
Yes.
Baldur's Gate is disqualified for having a character creator. Yeah. We can't have that.
That's true.
You saying you have a crazy girlfriend? Well, I actually kind of do have a crazy girlfriend now. A lot has changed since last we recorded, guys.
Oh my god.
My apartment is just
I had a crazy girlfriend, past tense, and I am glad I no longer have a crazy girl.
My apartment is just filled with makeup shit and half-drunk Coke cans. It's terrible. Spider-Man is the most literally me superhero? No. Even Batman is more literally me. Have you seen Matt Reeves' The Batman? That's like literally me if he was a superhero.
Well, isn't the whole point of Spider-Man is that he's supposed to be the everyman? He's supposed to represent.
Yeah, but that's like the everyman is not the same as the literally me. The literally me
Yeah,
is
right.
like that's like the Sigma grind set guy, you know?
Yeah.
Which is like horribly misinterpreted by the audience.
Like people pretending to be cool. Like, oh my god, that's so me.
Yeah.
He's so awesome. He's so me.
The game is called The Coffin of Andy and Lele.
The Coffin of Andy and Lele. Still sus.
That's the incest game.
Andy and Lele. I know 2 people from Florida who have praised this game to the skies now. You being one of them, Daniel. Maybe that's a you problem, but
Hey, who is the other Floridian?
it's secret. I don't want to dox them. Nah, Loki was talking. He was not praising it to the skies. He said that he liked the dynamic between the siblings, like the codependency and stuff.
Yeah, I feel the same.
Codependency.
Yeah, I agree that it's actually unironically really interesting. And for the people who are like weirded out by the incest, that's on you. That's all on you. If you play the game that way, that's your fault. Just to let you know.
Okay, but this doesn't sound very literally me.
Nah. I was like,
To be honest.
it was a joke one.
No, Andrew is very not any of us, because he's kind of psychotic. So that doesn't really.
You're right. Isaac from Dead Space, he has like a sort of schizo girlfriend that only exists in his head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've only played the
It's so
first
mean.
game. I've only played the first game, but that's basically the first game.
Oh my god, that is kind of a literally me. So which one? We have like 24 categories to get through. So
Yeah.
which one?
Okay, we should let's shortly talk about Leon Kennedy though.
Okay.
Because I think that would be my pick.
Yes, because he's like cold and distant and cool, but also he hangs out with a lot of women. But he's not like sexual.
No, you're approaching this like completely wrong.
Oh,
Leon Kennedy thinks he's cool, but he's actually a huge dork. That's why he's literally us.
oh.
Because we all think we're cool.
But he does kind of
we're all
cool
a bunch of
things,
goobers.
right?
Leon
Who doesn't
Kennedy-
want to be Leon Kennedy?
Oh my god, this is slander. Leon Kennedy might be the coolest character of 2023. He might be literally me. You know that?
But he is a dog, I think. Daniel is right.
99.
But he also does cool things, like he slam dunks zombies and shit.
I feel like that's more Ethan. I feel like Leon Kennedy is a lot more capable.
I don't know.
I feel like Ethan is a dork and Leon Kennedy is like slightly autistic maybe. But that's even better for being a literally me character, you know? Leon Kennedy, he has a Sigma grind set. That's right.
Yeah, somebody was like, "Oh, if he isn't cool, how'd he bag Ada?" He didn't though. Ada always runs away.
Ada plays him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He doesn't even get it.
Him.
He's so dumb.
Oh my god.
But he's also cool. I think my pick is Leon Kennedy.
I feel like anyone that's like a girlfriend with Leon, she's actually wearing the pants in that relationship. She's the one going, "Excuse me, he asked for pickles."
Oh my god, you're right. Alan Wake would ask for his own pickles. Isaac would probably ask for his own pickles. Samus Aran, she's like nominated. Samus would ask for her own pickles. She would not take no F's or Jeffs. 621 can't ask for pickles. But yeah, Leon Kennedy, he would be too scared to do it.
He would need his girlfriend to ask for pickles for him.
Absolutely. Are we giving it to Leon Kennedy then?
Yeah, I think we have to.
Yep.
I think we have to. All right.
I'm done with that.
Leon Kennedy. Also, it's the best game where the main character is literally me, but it's not like Resident Evil 4. Leon Kennedy is the only one who wasn't nominated from a game.
It's just Leon Kennedy.
Yeah, it's like Alan Wake 2, Dead Space, Leon Kennedy.
Leon Kennedy. Yep.
All right. Also, everybody in chat, let me know if the audio levels are good. There's no background sounds, but you should be able to hear Daniel and Bogan. It would be atrocious if they didn't hear one of you. It's like, there's 3 of you? Okay, so...
What? Has Acer not been talking to himself this whole time? With his imaginary friends?
The next category is, and this is a returning category, a returning favorite, the dumbest gaming-related decision of 2023.
Oh my.
Okay, so... the whole completionist charity thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because I once offhandedly talked about how I didn't... I think I was knocking him because he was being too optimistic when they were doing the Super Mario 2 reveal. But, well. Turns out maybe I had some interesting points to make.
We don't know about that, but...
yeah, we don't know.
He certainly... fumbled the bag recently, so
yeah, and it's
can't argue with that.
I don't know the whole situation. I don't follow YouTuber drama, but also we have all the layoffs, but like the economy's in the toilet, so it's like dumbest gaming related decision. All the celebrities and their unfunny speeches at the Game Awards. I think that
totally skipped the Game Awards this year. I didn't even watch it.
Oh my god!
Like just like every year.
You guys missed Anthony Mackie having like 5-minute banter with nobody. It was atrocious.
Because usually with the Game Awards, I usually, at the very least, after the fact, if I don't catch it, I'll put it on the background and get an idea of what happened. I didn't even do that this year. I cared so little. I didn't even bother.
Yeah, we also have AI, which is going to monopolize the low-effort garbage market. They killed the Stadia. Was that the dumbest gaming-related decision? It was just about to take off, guys.
It was right there.
E3 is
almost about to take over.
E3 is now dead.
Nah, that's fine.
Unity blew its brains out.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, Unity was a late addition because I'd forgotten about that. But, I think that might be the one.
Did they retract on that in some way?
Yeah, they retracted. They fired the CEO. I think they removed a lot of the upper management. But, the cat's sort of out of the bag that this is a dying enterprise, I think. I feel like there's a lot of instances in video games in recent years where a really rich... company will buy a bunch of studios and then they'll just sort of ramp up the monetization and squeeze out every single penny they get to get some of those good old executive bonuses, and then they'll just sort of destroy the product. Maybe I'm seeing things that aren't there though.
I have another suggestion. How about, I don't know, you're the Silent Hill guys. How about giving Silent Hill to that shitty-ass developer studio?
A Bloober team? I mean, That
not
game hasn't come out yet, to be fair.
I think he's talking about the Silent Hill
Ascension
thing.
Oh man, I sat through part of a live stream of Ascension, and I was in awe. Like that game is aggressively terrible in a way that I didn't think was possible.
Yes, but I would argue that like the Silent Hill being given to unqualified developers who make a shitty game, that's part and parcel. Yeah, but like
I guess that's true.
Unity blowing its brains out. This is like a big kind of deal. Like the entire, like I don't know any indie developer that's actively working on a new Unity project, and the ones that were working with Unity are like really, like they're not going to be working on Unity again. This is like a seismic sort of change, I feel.
I think we need to look at the scope, right? Because like the completionist thing is like, I think, really, really bad because he was running charity fraud for literally a decade. But Unity is affecting like the entire industry because there's like how many games that we know and love run on Unity?
Yeah.
Hollow Knight, I think Disco Elysium does. David Szymanski's games like Dusk ran on Unity. Like,
I don't love any of these games. Slender.
Shut up.
No, but I know what you mean. Actually, didn't Nintendo use Unity for something fairly recently?
Possibly.
I feel like
I don't know.
Maybe.
But the point is that like as horrible and horribly shitty what the completionist did for such a long time, and it's I would say it's the most morally corrupt.
Yeah.
I think what Unity did has the longest reaching ramifications because it's affected so many people. It's affecting all the people that work in the company that, you know, they're just doing their fucking job, and it's affected all the developers that has worked with them. It's crazy how much it's affected.
That are currently working with like on a Unity project and they can't just stop now.
Yeah. And like if you're able to convert from Unity to like Godot or GameMaker or something, more power to you, but not everybody can do that.
Yeah, not everyone can do that. And it's also okay, I because they tried to roll it back. They tried to be like, okay, no, just kidding, haha. But it's too late now. Like nobody can trust them anymore. That engine is dead. They're like whatever games that are being worked on now, they're gonna wrap up, and then whatever project that company works on next, they're gonna move on to like Unreal or Godot or whatever.
Yeah.
Like Unity.
I think this is unanimous. I think chat agrees too.
All right. Unity blowing its brains out is the dumbest gaming-related decision of 2023. I feel like, do you guys remember when Activision was blowing up before the buyout? It was like, and just every day there was another crazy story about like, oh, so the breast milk of the employees is being stolen. Like, what the
that wasn't this year though, right?
No, that was 21 or 22, I think.
Yeah, I think it was 22.
I feel like that was such a like, wow, this is like, you can't even decide which of the decisions at Activision was the worst one.
Yeah.
So you just had to sort of fumble them all together.
And the accusations were just so insane too. Yeah. It's like who does that?
They had a Bill Cosby room. They had a Bill Cosby room.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to defend Blizzard here a bit because they've been crushing World of Warcraft recently. I'm sorry.
All right. Actually, the Bill Cosby room, I believe, was prior to the revelations. But like, it goes from being really disgusting to just being really weird.
It is weird.
Oh, Pikmin 4 was made in Unity.
I thought Boken, I thought you were gonna say as well. They released Diablo 4 recently, and that game is pretty good.
I think, well, it's okay.
I've been playing Diablo 4 with my dad actually, and we've been having a decent time with it.
Yeah, the story wasn't bad. I enjoyed the campaign.
I was surprised. I was like, Diablo, decent story. At least so far, I was like, didn't see that coming.
Oh god. By the way, is that the footage you have on currently?
Yeah.
This fucking level in Mario Wonder drove me nuts. I'm sorry.
Again. This is
Oh, man.
unprofessional,
I'm
man.
such a potty mouth.
Yeah. You're gonna have to pay me back the $4 that I lose out in monetization.
I feel so juvenile. I can't help myself. I just got to drop an F-bomb.
Do you guys want to move on to the next category?
Let's move on, yeah.
So the third category is the award for the best world. So we have Hyrule, which is Goo now. We have Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Starfield, The Bunker from Amnesia: The Bunker. Sometimes a bunker can be a world. And System Shock. Also, if you guys have some other suggestions, let me know. Also in chat, you can let me know. Oh, also, I should have explained the rules to this showcase before we started, right?
Yeah.
So we have to we have to reach at least a 1.3 of a third consensus. It used to be 2/3 consensus, but that didn't work. Because maybe some of us have a bigger voting share than the others. We'll see.
I'm sure that's what you'd like to think.
If the boys ruin my rules and hack the system by making a tie, I personally get to break the tie.
No, you don't.
If you, the listener, have a different opinion, that's fine, because none of these choices matter. Don't take it too seriously.
This is true.
We must have at least seen a trailer for the game before we can vote on it, or at least be able to accurately guess what kind of game it is from the name. Verification will be done by a host who has seen at least a trailer. Because we haven't played all of these games.
Do we keep this rule? Because I legitimately don't follow games anymore.
We should keep this rule. That's why. So that we can still vote on stuff.
This is why the podcast died, because Boken just only plays Street Fighter and World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy 14.
Yep. No, I mean, we not keep this rule so I can just vote on anything if it sounds convincing to me.
Okay. The award is, of course, the SAE, which is like a coffee mug that's been spray painted gold. Expansions and DLCs do not count as full game releases and are ineligible to win awards that do not explicitly state that they are given out to expansions and or DLCs. Because there was a year where, wasn't it Final Fantasy 14?
Yeah.
You ruined the showcase by just giving everything to that.
Yeah. Well, lucky for you, there were no FF14 expansions this year.
Yeah, well, lucky for you, there's no category for which it would be nominated.
Unlucky for you, there was a new Street Fighter game.
Oh.
And it's pretty good.
I didn't even really play FF14 much this year, so it doesn't matter.
All right. And also, the final rule is don't call it a comeback.
I've been here for years.
Oh yeah, hey, Rubicon 3, that's a world. I'd nominate Rubicon 3. I like Rubicon 3.
What happened to Rubicon 1 and 2?
They're probably they don't have coral, man. They're the lesser Rubicons. Is this live or a premiere? It's live, Kevin. It's live. Do you think I would let this out? I would edit some stuff here.
This is live, baby. Warts and all.
Do we want to nominate Spider-Man 2? I feel like that was just more of
New York?
Yeah, it's like, but like then again, Hyrule was just Hyrule again.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I wouldn't nominate that.
Well, somebody nominated it.
I think Tears of the Kingdom was kind of lame, if I'm being honest.
I hate Tears of the Kingdom.
I don't hate it. It was just kind of lame.
I hate it because I was right. That it was just going to be like an iterative sequel.
Yeah. I was so hoping that, because I was like, there's stuff Breath of the Wild does that I like and stuff that it does that I dislike, and I hope Tears of the Kingdom doubles down on the stuff that I like, but it was like the exact inverse. All the stuff that I liked was mostly not there, at least for the first couple of hours that I played, and all the stuff that I
really
hated
funny.
was there.
It's really funny because in between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is like a really great game, and they just kind of like missed each other.
We didn't see no pizza joints or nothing, huh? Who gave bro a wired can as a mic? Bogan, they're calling you out.
Some people, okay, I can hear myself, so I'm sorry. I can take a step back if I'm too close to the mic. Maybe it's better now. You let me know.
It might be. I think it's the connection, though. I don't think it's the microphone.
Oh, that might be.
Because you usually have the best mic. But yeah, I don't know. Like Amnesia the Bunker. Sometimes a bunker is a world, you know. System Shock.
I really like System Shock though, because I
Civilization?
really liked how they retained the look and feel of the original game and just kind of like updated it and just made it prettier. But like, because I remember they showed like old prototypes and they were really, it looked like more grungy, more realistic. But like when they released like the actual remake, and I was like, oh, this is just a prettier version of the original. And I think that's awesome. Like they didn't shy away from like the weirdness of the original game and the remake. And I think there's something super respectable about that.
Yeah. I could like I kind of wish they had changed the visuals at least a little bit, because I feel like the game doesn't. So the original game, I feel like it kind of benefits from the from that sort of crunchy, cracked out visual style of everything looks kind of like ass, and you can't like, because you have to like memorize places so much. And I kind of feel like maybe System Shock would have done better to go like more Bioshock, where the environmental direction was a bit more focused. But I can kind of see that.
Fair, that's fair. But I still respect the gutso of just like, fuck it. This is the original. Sorry for the cursing.
Hey, nah,
I'm sorry.
This might be the least professional stream I've ever done, and of course it would be with you two goobers.
Yep.
It would be with us.
Yeah, why not? Would anyone actually nominate Final Fantasy 16?
I didn't play it.
For this?
So
I beat it.
does it have a good world?
It's a solid world. I don't think it's... based on what I played of Baldur's Gate, though, I think Baldur's Gate's world is more interesting.
Let's
Hey.
check it out.
The world building in 16 is perfectly fine. There's nothing.
I don't know if I love the world of 16. I love the political intrigue and the conflicts between the countries, but the world itself is just okay, I think. And
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
The way you traverse it, like the open world itself, is kind of bad. It doesn't really add much to the game, in my opinion. So I don't know. I feel like that detracts from the experience.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would not. I would say like there are other worlds here that are better than 16's.
All right. Baldur's Gate 3, where does it take place? Is it like the Forgotten Realms or something
Yeah,
like
it should
that?
be. Right? I haven't played it yet, but if it's a sequel, it's like the D&D shit, the Forgotten Realms.
Yeah. Probably. How about Rubicon 3? Did you guys play Armored Core?
No.
I played a little bit of it.
Ooh.
I didn't get too far in it, unfortunately.
I made like 7 Armored Core videos this year. I was like Armored Core in the zone for like 3 months straight. It's wild.
Yeah, you made a bunch of Armored Core videos. It's kind of wild.
Oh yeah. And people keep calling me a fake fan. Who's done more for the old Armored Cores than I?
Obviously, writing on games, but you know.
I don't think so.
I mean, his video is pretty good.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. I'm gonna have a new category that's like the person I hated the most this year.
Yes.
Not writing on games.
Nah. Resident Evil 4 Spain. I don't know about the world. I like the revamped sort of tone of the story and all, but I don't know if the world was really doing much for me. You know? Oh, but then
I don't.
if I had a nominee, still was like people I hate. Haha, very funny.
I don't know. I guess we can give it to Baldur's Gate. I'm sure that world is perfectly fine. I love the second one.
I haven't really played much of Baldur's Gate 3, but what I played was like, oh, this world is pretty cool.
All right. I'm gonna give it to Amnesia. you guys can give it to what you want to give it to.
Okay. To be fair, I watched a friend of mine play The Bunker, and I was like, damn, this game's pretty cool. Yeah, immersive sim horror game.
Yeah.
I have heard good things. I'm not against it.
All right. We're gonna give it to Amnesia.
We can give it to Amnesia. Yeah. Let's go ahead.
I'm so happy with The Bunker because Amnesia came out. It's like one of the best horror games. Then A Machine for Pigs comes out, and it's like it's kind of ass. Then
nobody I know likes that game. Everyone seems to unanimously hate Machine for Pigs.
There's some interesting stuff in it, but it's kind of ass. Because the Chinese room are horrible game designers.
They're working on Bloodlines 2.
Yeah. And then Rebirth came out, and I was like, I like this idea of like a World War I era Arabic horror exploration game, but it just wasn't landing for me. And then The Bunker came out, and it's like, yes, they did another good one. Have I played The Bunker?
Yeah. No, I heard Rebirth was not so good.
I haven't played The Bunker yet. It's probably the game from this year that I want to play the most, though. Also, like, after a 5-minute debate, we're giving it to a game none of us has played. It's good to be back, boys.
Yeah, this is how it should be.
Right.
By the way, if chat can let me know if my audio is better now, I actually might be having some internet issues.
Oh, there's F's in the chat. Bloodline has a voice protagonist. Hold on, let me see what's going on here. Baby.
Oh, they're saying F for Bloodlines 2.
Oh
yeah, because it's being made by a Chinese room, and it's like what the hell is that even going to be like? Because they've only ever made walking sims, and now they're trying to make like an immersive sim, like action RPG type thing, and it's like that's going to be a train wreck.
Actually, I would recommend if you can get A Machine for Pigs for like, I don't know, $1 or $2. The first hour is pretty solid, like game direction from level design alone. But once the enemies actually start to chase you around, I don't think the game has much to offer. But yeah, so we want to move on?
Yep.
Yeah, we can move on.
As suggested, I have lowered my gain on the mic. I hope it's better now.
All right. Hey, what is this? Oh, my internet is like fluctuating a bit, so the footage quality dipped just a little.
Much better? Okay, great.
The next category is Best Character Design. So,
okay.
Again, Armored Core 6, in case we like mechs. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I kind of like, and you can sort of see it in the footage here, I like how they made the Mario characters a bit more energetic without like overhauling a lot of the like core designs or like the core appeal of the characters. Blasphemous 2, sure. Lies of P. Did you guys play a Suka game?
I played a little bit of Lies of P.
Okay. Starfield and Little Gator Game. Starfield is probably not going to win. Let's be honest with ourselves here. Look. We just gotta tell it like it is.
Isn't Starfield just people?
Yeah.
I think we should give it to Lies of Twink. Timothy Chalamet.
You'll be sad to know, Daniel, that we do not have a category for Best Twink this year.
Oh no.
Okay, give me a good character design from Lies of P.
The main character, he's all rizzed up.
Yeah. Hari in the chat is mentioning Street Fighter 6. I wasn't going to do it, but it has been mentioned by somebody else.
You know, the power stances that I've seen in Street Fighter 6 are undeniable, but should we really be counting like character created like designs? Like
no, the base cast of Street Fighters. I think there's some good designs. The new characters are pretty good. Marissa is pretty good.
I think it's okay to like, if we're just going by aesthetic and stuff, I think it's okay to have custom character games here too. Like, I don't see why Baldur's Gate couldn't be nominated.
Well, Baldur's Gate, you don't need you don't need a created character. You have a bunch of made characters, right?
Yeah.
I gotta say though, I think one of the best designs in Street Fighter was Cammy, where she cut her hair, but the tassels on her jacket mimic her old like pigtails. That was
Mhm.
very good.
But consider this, Daniel. Burp Derp in chat is pointing this out. Fortnite added Peter Griffin. So I'm saying
Great.
maybe Fortnite wins best character design.
Oh, it's buff Peter Griffin, right? I've seen this.
Yeah, they made him buff.
Oh, it's Buff Peter. Okay, that changes everything. At first,
But-
I was like, regular Peter Griffin, whatever.
Unfortunately, I have to assume buff Peter Griffin is actually from the show, and they didn't make that up themselves.
There's been a few episodes where he's buff.
Yeah.
Yes, I distinctly remember in a very old episode where he was buff, and yeah, Lois was like fawning over him the whole time.
Yeah. Horned up and buff pilled or whatever. I feel like Starfield probably, because it's not gonna win, we should just remove it. Suga game. It has cute fruit in it.
Don't know.
What's
Can't say.
Suka? What's Suka game? I don't know what that is.
It's kind of like 2048, where you're like mixing and matching blobs to make bigger blobs. But it's like cute fruits instead of numbers.
Okay.
All right.
I haven't seen it.
All right.
Man, I don't think Starfield will win any category. I'm just gonna say. Just gonna throw that out there.
I think every single time it's been nominated on my document, it says probably not gonna win.
I think you're Nostradamus right now.
You were so hyped for that game too.
Yeah, me. Yeah, no, like I actually was though. I was like, they might pull something off here, but it's like, yeah, they pulled off just another complete ass Bethesda game.
You know what? I don't give a shit. I'm nominating. I'm saying Street Fighter wins this
Wow.
because they have brought a bunch of old characters back, and they have given every character new moves that they didn't have before. The characters feel way more complex than in the.
We're
in the
talking
previous
about
one now.
design. We're not talking about how they play.
Well, that's character design. That's part of the gameplay design of the
No,
of how the
we're
character
talking
moves.
about like how they look. Like
How they
Says
look
who?
animate. It clearly says so right there, Bogan. Best character design.
Okay, they animate really well too.
Oh, okay.
Fucking look at Jamie,
Hey,
the drunk master who does
swore
breakdance.
again.
It looks awesome.
You straight
okay.
up swore, man.
Man,
you know, Acer. I think the more you point out that we swore, I think that's just going to make the algorithm pick it up even more.
Probably. Chad is going crazy with like Armored Core because of the mechs. I like the mechs. I think the mechs are cool.
The mechs are cool. This is undeniable. But are you also going to deny Cammy's tassels? I think not.
Are you gonna deny that Handler Walter was piloting a spiffed up blend of White Glint and Nine Ball? Are you gonna deny that, Daniel? Try to deny it. I dare you. Deny it. You won't.
I'm not going to deny it.
the fuck was that a sentence? I feel like you just strung together a bunch of words.
Vote for
Yeah,
Armored
he was
Core,
taken
Bogan.
by
You
the
won't.
moment.
I am not going to vote for a mech game. Okay,
Wow.
that is not happening. You two can do it, and I will be overridden, but I will not
Bogan
do that.
with some anti-Japanese racism in stream. That's what I... No, wait, you're nominating Street Fighter.
Broken the bigot.
Yeah, I'm nominating Street Fighter.
It's an
Okay.
alliteration. We'll
What do
just
you-
call you BB for short.
What are you voting for, Daniel?
Wait, what are you voting for?
I'll go with Armored Core. Somebody needs to
Yeah.
stand up for Armored Core.
I'm kind of you know what? I'm kind of going in between either Armored Core or Street Fighter.
What?
Since Spoken is being a bigot, I'm going to go for Armored Core.
Bigot.
This is why racism never wins, guys.
Exactly. I gotta make a stand. I gotta make sure that people know that they can't be like Boken.
The sweet Lexus bare feet girl. Bogan, they're also calling you a sweet. Ah. Your humiliation is absolute.
Oh my god.
Aren't you from like Morocco or somewhere? All right. The next category is Person of the Year. Now you might think I've nominated myself.
Yes,
Now,
actually.
You might think that's the case, but we'll see. So the nominees are Sam Lake. He did a dance at the Game Awards. We have...
yeah, I did hear about that. That's pretty cool.
We have... and I like that there's a video going around where he was like thanking everybody for making Alan Wake 2 happening. And it was like side by side with a video of him from like 10 years ago where he's like, we don't have any money. The company's broke. I wish we could do it, guys, but we can't. And it's like, you're going to make it, boys. You're going to make it. We have Geoff Keighley. He did a Game Awards. We have we have Anthony Mackie. He quadrupled down on the unfunniest banter to nobody in the Game Awards. Aonuma killed my dreams for Super Zelda Maker, and I will never forgive him. And if you guys have some other nominees, go for it.
I think we should just give it to Sam Lake.
Should we give it to Sam Lake? Chat, what do you think? Sven Vick of Larian? Was he the guy wearing the armor?
I think his name is Sven Winkel, right?
Oh.
But I do like him.
Hey, wait a minute. Gerard?
No.
Khalil.
No. Absolutely not.
Listen, he proved to everybody that if you really want that bread, you gotta take it.
Well, I gotta hand it to him. He is a completionist, and I think he just completed his career.
Yeah. And like, look, I have no idea what's going on. I don't follow YouTube drama. If it turns out that he's the good guy, I retain the full right.
He's not.
If it turns out by some magic that he's the good guy, I retain the right to take back everything I've said. I'm not committing to anything.
But
it does look like
charity fraud. He's a bad dude. Period. There is no getting out of this. He's done.
What's a bit of charity fraud between friends, Daniel? You telling me you never defrauded a charity?
I can't say that I have.
Christopher Judge for his Call of Duty roast. I kind of like that, but he was on stage for a really long time. Matsuda was the CEO. What, huh? He stole from Lamos. That is true. Gerard only stole from Lamos. It doesn't matter.
Yes, Lamos that were trying to give money for, like, dementia research.
Oh, man. You know, I actually recently found out that my grandfather's brother and my great-grandfather both have Alzheimer's. So I might have the Alzheimer's gene. So I can't in good conscience support Gerard defrauding that.
Yeah, there you fucking go.
Hey.
He held on to like
you swore again.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Look, I know he defrauded a charity, but that is no reason to swear.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't swear.
I like that you need a personal reason to dislike frauding a charity.
Yeah, like, you know, before I realized I might have the gene, Alzheimer's was just a funny joke. But now that I know I might have it, it's like, oh, wait a minute, this might affect me, Boken.
This is not funny anymore.
It's not a joke anymore. This is serious.
How dare you laugh about this?
The audio levels are all over. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I don't have Theo actually talked to me about this. I should get some kind of limiter. Yo, you was talking about Yosuke Matsuda quitting Square? Oh. The people with dementia forgot about it. It's cool. Look, Gerard is not going to win. I think Sam Lake, that was like a beautiful little arc that he got to do on Alan Wake 2. And he danced at the Game Awards. Yeah.
I think it has to go to Sam Lake, in all seriousness. I'm so happy for him. He finally got to make the game that he's wanted to make for like 10 years. and he danced, and he got to dance about it. Come on, you gotta love that. It's very wholesome.
All right.
Sure, let's do it.
All right, then. We have another returning category. This is a fan favorite. It's the best meme where kids make fun of us, their wise elders.
I remember this category.
Oh, yes.
Every
Why do you say it like
year,
that?
we become a wiser elder.
Oh, yes. We have the submarine fiasco. We have Trump, Biden, and Obama playing Minecraft together. We have Dagoth who made a brief sort of comeback when AI voices became a thing. We have Mousely. Do you guys remember Mousely?
Nope.
It's like if Resident Evil, what if Ashley was a mouse?
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
And we have Literally Me. Which one of
That's not
these?
okay, that is a very old meme.
Literally, yeah, but it kind of blew up this year, you know?
No.
What?
I think of these, the one I had the most fun with were the AI voices for the presidents. That was pretty funny.
That's a good call. I watched like Trump, Obama, and Biden are discussing One Piece characters, and it made me laugh so hard.
I saw that.
I saw one where they were arguing about Fire Emblem, and they kept arguing about like, no, these characters are absolute trash. How could you like them, Biden? And Trump is so aggressive in those chats. This was so good. And Biden and Trump would just keep going at each other, and Obama's kind of like the mediator. He's like, settle down, boys.
Very malleable meme,
Yeah.
which I like.
Did you guys see the one where they're ranking Zelda games? Because it's just like Biden and Trump going at each other for like half the video, and then when they finally get to like Twilight Princess or something, Obama, he's like, well, you know, we can just obviously put that into S tier. Like just trying to sneak it in there.
Oh yeah.
I think I remember that. I think Biden was like a fan of Majora's Mask, and Trump was like, "Oh, you pretentious like hipster! Of course you would like Majora's Mask."
Well, I guess we have a winner.
Yep.
Yeah, that one was pretty strong.
All right.
Of course, you guys are such geriatrics. Oh no, I need my hot tea.
The next category is the best or worst sequel, prequel, reboot, remake, or brand extension or expansion. And like always, the rule is that if it's more good than bad, it's best, and if it's worse if it's more bad than good.
What? Come again?
No. So
that was word salad.
So we have Spider-Man 2. I don't like these games. Stop making them. We have Tears of the Kingdom. I don't like this game. Maybe they should have tried harder. We have Gollum. And we have King Kong game. Which one of these is the best or worst sequel, prequel, reboot, remake, brand extension, or expansion? I guess Armored Core 6 was a pretty good expansion.
Yeah. I would, between Spider-Man 2 though and Tears of the Kingdom, I think Spider-Man 2 is worse.
Okay.
Just because I feel like at least Tears of the Kingdom had some unique stuff in it. What unique shit was in Spider-Man 2? Ooh, you get to play as Miles Morales, I guess. Again.
You get the Venom suit. You get to play... I think you play as Mary Jane again, too.
Like, regardless of, like, your personal feelings towards, like, the Ultra Hand and how those mechanics work, at least that was
Obama.
something... At least that was like an interesting idea.
Spider-Man 2 isn't even the best game called Spider-Man 2.
That is true.
I don't know.
Very true.
I mean, I don't give a shit about Spider-Man, but I gave a shit about Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom does not add anything where I'm like, yeah, this feels worth playing. It's just the same setup of a game, like the same outset, the same, go to these 4 parts of the fucking map. Oh, man!
Hey, but at least you can make a robot.
You can, but you don't need to. That's my problem with these games, is you have all these different ways of interacting with the world, but it's not really needed to beat
I don't
anything.
like that argument. Like, oh, you don't need to, but it's fun. I think that it's cool that you can do that if you want to.
I like my challenge to be structured
Chad
and
is
designed.
Chad is saying I'm designing categories for Armored Core 6 because RE4 isn't on this. I liked RE4 remake, but like best remake, I don't know.
What would you say is a better remake than
Resident
RE4
Evil 2
remake?
remake is a superior remake.
Do you
would
think
say.
it's a superior game or a
Yes.
superior remake?
I would say both.
Both.
I would say both. Even though I
Interesting.
liked Resident Evil 4 remake.
I didn't watch the video, but YouTube kept recommending me this like 2-hour video about how the Resident Evil 2 remake is bad, actually, and I was like, I don't want to watch this. This
Oh my
looks
God.
like a bad video.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like the best sort of blockbuster third-person game we've gotten in the past decade, and it's just like, what is this? It's actually bad because there's a sequence here I don't like where you play a Sherry. Ridiculous. Thoughts on Dead Space? I didn't play Dead Space.
I didn't play the Dead Space remake either. It looks good though. A lot of people said that it was a good remake.
Yeah. Dead Space remake isn't a better remake than 4. Yeah, having not played it, I would argue that it's probably not as good as RE4. Because that was a really good remake.
It's funny to think about though, because Dead Space was the way it was specifically because of RE4.
Oh yeah. RE4 was like the groundwork for like Gears of War and Uncharted. Like all of those over-the-shoulder third-person shooters owe their legacy to like RE4 and maybe
Yes.
yeah.
RE4 has to be one of the most influential games
Yeah.
of its generation.
It's really funny because Resident Evil 1 sort of standardized fixed camera control, tank control, survival horror, and then Resident Evil 4 standardized like just like the most impactful video game franchise of all time.
It really is. Resident Evil like is way more important than people give it credit for.
Yeah, but here's a good point by Chili Rama. Resident Evil 4 isn't the best game called Resident Evil 4. So I don't think it can win this.
I think that's fair enough, but we have to consider that we are just talking about games that came out this year. So if we like games from other years more, that doesn't really disqualify
Yes.
this what we have this year.
I don't
Well,
think
the thing that makes RE4 remake good, and by extension RE2 remake good, is I feel like they don't replace the originals. I don't know.
I feel
You can make an
that's-
argument which one is better, but I think they're both different enough from each other
Yeah,
that
but see-
they're both valid experiences.
My thing with RE4 is that RE2 is a very different game from the original RE2. RE4 is still sort of in the same action game lane as the original Resident Evil 4. So it's like it doesn't replace it. It does enough of its own stuff. But I had really wanted it to be much more horror focused to really distinguish itself from the original.
Yeah, I mean they did increase the horror element in
Definitely.
4, but not compared to RE2.
Do you think Resident Evil 4
RE2
Remake is a better brand expansion than Armored Core 6? Do you think it did more for the brand than Armored Core 6?
I haven't really played Armored Core 6, so I don't know. I do remember watching some video though, and some guy was like losing his mind about Armored Core 6 now being a baby's game for babies.
Yeah, people have been bitching about Armored Core being, oh, they dumped it down. Bitch, you haven't like they did that 3 games, like, you haven't had a pure Armored Core game since like 2005. Okay? So stop with this. Armored Core has been a normie-friendly franchise for longer than it was ever anything else. And that's what it is now. So just enjoy it or don't enjoy it.
Yeah, a lot of people bitched about the game being too hard, too.
Yeah, well, Armored Core was never really conventionally hard. But Armored Core 6 is like it's it's the best balanced. Like it's the hardest, but like there are moments in the older Armored Cores which is just like, oh, this is a really hard segment because it's poorly designed, which you see in a lot of old games. But those games, generally speaking, are not very hard. I don't know. I feel like the sort of difficulty brand of From was pretty neatly integrated into Armored Core with Armored Core 6.
Armored Core Armored Core 6 kind of brought Armored Core back to the spotlight, right? Which is a good brand extension in terms of, jolting life back into the brand itself.
Yeah, Resident Evil didn't really need any more jolting. It's already pretty jolted.
It's also, you can also argue that Resident Evil 4 was the Resident Evil game that was least in need of a remake.
That is very true.
I can agree with that. I still really enjoyed the remake. I'm happy it exists.
Totally.
But we didn't need it.
Fire Emblem Engage is the worst sequel expansion. Oh, wait, we can shit on anime?
I mean, I haven't played Engage. I don't know if that's really... Engage is kind of like a spin-off, though. I don't know if that really counts. It's not like a mainline game in the way that Three Houses was. It is a brand expansion. It's true. I don't know why. I haven't really played much of it, though. I don't know why people dislike it.
All right.
Okay, I just realized we also have a worst in this question.
Yeah.
Best or worst. So
it's best if it's better than the worst is worse, and it's worse if it's worse than the best is best.
Because then we're also bringing back Silent Hill, right?
Ooh.
Silent Hill Ascension that's the worst. Yeah, the worst of the worst.
But is that worse for the Silent Hill license than Armored Core 6 was good for the Armored Core license?
Are you insinuating that the Silent Hill license is so tarnished at this point that Ascension hasn't really made a dent?
I think
it is, though, right?
Yeah,
it totally is. Everyone agrees.
I think they could release nothing but dog shit Silent Hill games until I die, and I will not lower my my expectations for the franchise at all.
Yeah, I mean the series is in the toilet right now. Like even with all these new games coming out, most of them look bad. The only ones where I'm like, okay, that might be good is Townfall or F. Like those are the only ones where I'm like, that looks like it could be good.
Yeah,
I have no faith in the remake.
F looks pretty good. Remake is going to be complete dog shit.
Remake's going to be like atrocious.
Did you see they made like a public statement about the game where they were kind of just like, if it had this weird vibe of throwing Konami under the bus. But it's like the game isn't even out yet. But they're talking about like, we love working with Konami and getting Konami's leadership has been really important on this project. It's like really pushing Konami into the spotlight so that if the game turns out like shit, people will point to Konami rather than them.
As the... Yeah. Don't blame us, the game is bad. Blame Konami.
Yeah. So, do we want to move on?
Yep. Let's go with AC6.
AC6 wins it.
Sure.
Okay.
It literally revived Armored Core, so that's pretty cool.
Yes, and hopefully Yamamura gets to make a few more. So, what's the dragon situation? This is a new category. 2022 was a remarkably good year for dragons. We had like Elden Ring and House of the Dragon. But what's the dragon situation now? Huh? Tears of the Kingdom. Were there dragons? Baldur's Gate. Dragons? Diablo? Final Fantasy? Dragons? What's the dragon situation, guys?
16 had some optional dragon fights, yeah. Actually, no, there was a few main story ones too. So yeah.
Yeah, some dragons.
Bahamut. I almost forgot. Yeah, Bahamut's like my favorite part of that game. Like Bahamut
the dragon?
is the best part of that game.
It looks dragony. I don't think they ever defined it. I'm not sure if dragons even exist in that game.
It had cool boss fights as dragons, and you can use the Bahamut abilities as well for yourself.
Yep.
FF16 has a lot of good dragon representation, I would say.
Okay. Did Tears of the Kingdom have dragons? Breath of the Wild had a couple of dragons, I feel like.
No?
Yeah, you could like find them, and they were flying about.
It had that weird Hydra thing, right?
Yeah, but you couldn't really do anything with them.
Dragon Ball
Compared to
has stuff come
16.
out.
Compared to FF16, where you literally get dragon abilities and you have awesome like dragon boss fights.
Baldur's Gate had 2 dragon bosses. Cyber Ninja Zero is telling us. Tears of the Kingdom had Eastern and Western dragons. Okay. So what do we want to say? What's the
yeah,
situation?
that's true.
Are we saying like a 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10?
Wait, is that the category, or are we nominating a game?
No, it's the category. Like we're doing this is a rating.
The dragon situation.
Okay, well, I've been playing World of Warcraft Dragonflight, which is all about the dragons. And
Did that come out this year?
No, but most of the content came out this year.
All right.
And it was pretty good.
I'll say that this category allows for DLCs or expansions. Since we're just doing a rating. Because remember, there's a specific rule that we have to clarify. Hogwarts Legacy had a dragon in it. All right.
I think that's more like a point deduction.
What, the DLC or Hogwarts Legacy?
Hogwarts Legacy.
Seems like a fine year.
Seems like a fine year. What are we saying?
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. That's a pretty good year.
Yeah. 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Hey man, the fight with Bahamut in 16 was pretty peak.
It was pretty good. Not as good as the Titan fight, but probably
Nah,
the second
you're
best
wrong.
fight.
You're wrong. The Bahamut fight was better.
Wonder
Okay.
had
The
dragons.
Titan fight was good.
It did.
The Titan fight was really good. Don't get me wrong, but Bahamut fight was better.
All right.
Based on what I played at Diablo 4, me and my dad have not encountered any.
No, there aren't
dragons.
any dragons, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Not in the campaign.
All right. So what, are we saying 8 out of 10?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I've been outvoted. It's 8 out of 10. That's the dragon situation. The next award is the award for the most pleasant surprise. And
Okay.
I have Resident Evil 4 Remake and the One Piece live action. Did you watch it, Bogan?
I will not vote for that.
Listen.
That's not even a game, Asa.
Hey, that's technically correct. However, have you ever tried working your Netflix account? That's more difficult than most video games out there. So I'm counting it.
Okay, hold on. If we are not keeping this at games only, then what about that Astro Boy thing?
Oh, Pluto?
Pluto?
Yeah. Which I haven't watched yet, but I heard it's really good, and I'm gonna watch it. So
I mean, I've seen the first few episodes, and it's excellent.
Yeah, but we knew it was going to be good. The only surprise is that it wasn't cancelled.
Yeah, the only surprise is that it released.
is it okay? Hi-Fi Rush in the chat. That's actually my game of the year, I think. So
Oh, I haven't
That came-
played it yet.
that even released on that day. It was announced, right?
Announced. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
shadow dropped.
And then everybody loved
Samurai?
it.
Lies of P?
You know, I think Lies of P is a solid choice because I don't think anyone expected that game to be as good as it turned out to be.
Oh.
People were expecting like we already have Bloodborne at home, and it turned out, oh wait, it's actually you know, at least based on what I've heard, because I only played a little bit of it. A lot of people are saying like the quality of the game is on par with FromSoft's games.
I've watched a bit of a Let's Play of that game. I think I need to play it myself. It seems like one of those games where the strength really is in the game as played rather than the sort of scenario direction. Because you can usually get a good sense for a quality game by just watching a Let's Play if a lot of the quality is in the scenario direction. So like a Resident Evil 4 Remake or a Demon's Souls. But when it's in like the core mechanics, you usually need to play it yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't know about Lies of P. I think we kind of moved away from One Piece live action pretty quickly.
Get this off the
That's
list.
between you two.
Daniel, my oldest friend, Daniel.
Stop it.
Oldest friend.
Yes,
Wow.
we've been friends through thick and thin, and you're
I mean,
abandoning me now.
I mean, technically, I did know we were friends before friends with Boken.
That's true. You have to show color here, Daniel. You have to show your stripes.
No.
I mean, for me, my most pleasant surprise would have to be the coffin of Andy and Lele.
Oh, yeah, you're famously pro incest. I forget.
I am not. I just like that game.
Okay. Lords of the Fallen was the greatest shit show surprise. Oh
Daniel, you
yeah,
don't-
wait, the bunker.
Yeah, I guess.
That's probably
what-
my pick.
What were you gonna ask, Boken?
Daniel, didn't you love Hi-Fi Rush?
I haven't played it.
What? God damn. Okay, well then
Sorry.
I guess I'm on my own here. So we have to meet somewhere in the middle.
Or you could just change your vote.
I mean, I'm not
I
picking
could.
One Piece.
What?
Yeah, I can see myself
I've
picking...
never watched any One Piece ever in my life.
Good.
Oh my god. This is really cringe for you, Daniel. Especially since you
Oh,
call yourself an anime expert.
I can see myself
Even experts
picking...
have their blind spots.
I can see myself picking the bunker. I don't think Baldur's Gate 3 was that much. I mean, it was a surprise in how popular it got, but that game had been out in early access for a while, right? So people knew it played decently at least.
Between these options, I would rather vote for Hi-Fi Rush just because I know that that's going to be a game that I will enjoy.
Yep.
All right. So Hi-Fi
It's
Rush
very...
wins.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hi-Fi Rush has it. Here's a category you guys... This is probably not going to lead to a big argument. Best indie game. So, straight up, if you're a $1 billion studio, you're not an indie game. Anything else is negotiable. For my nominees are Lethal Company, I've been enjoying that, and Backpack Battles, which I've also been enjoying.
I'm hearing the Always Sunny in Philadelphia theme in my head right now.
Okay. That's crazy. The Bunker is not an indie game.
I actually have to check. Hi-Fi Rush was an indie game, right?
Was it?
I'm
It was
checking for
made by,
publishers.
well, it was made by the developers of The Evil Within.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
it's
published by
Tango.
Bethesda.
Yeah. Tango Gameworks
Okay.
made it. Doesn't count.
And I don't have a dog in this race.
Pizza Tower? Do you guys want to nominate Pizza Tower? I feel like there's always one of these meme games like Untitled Goose Game or Pizza Tower that the internet pretends is like the best thing ever, and then a week later nobody knows about it anymore.
Well, my vote's going to go for The Coffin of Andy and Lele.
Is that an indie game?
Yeah, it was made by one person.
What? That person is messed up, bro.
Sure. Her name is Nemle, I believe. Yeah, she made the game all by herself.
She's very talented. I once made a game all by myself and won no awards at the Essays and Espresso Game Award show.
Maybe you and her should team up. You
Yeah,
can make
maybe.
great
Okay.
games together.
Chat is mentioning Baldur's Gate 3, which I guess is an indie game.
No way.
That's a
No way.
that kind of game. Like when I say indie game, I'm more so thinking like 5 guys got together and made something.
It's got to have that vibe. Come on. It doesn't have the vibe.
Yeah.
I think Baldur's Gate 3, if you look at it as an indie game, that's a remarkable success story.
Sure, but it's also like, like Larian is an established studio. Like this is a double A studio, right? They have access to like the D&D license. They made Divinity. It's like you don't get to be an indie studio once you're already like making millions of dollars on your previous
They fought hard to get that license.
Absolutely, but like Mojang, it was an indie game studio when they released Minecraft. They're not an indie game studio when they released Hearthstone. I feel like there has to be a better term because like they are an independent studio, Larian, but there has to be like small indie.
I don't like this definition because that kind of means that I can't vote for the next Supergiant game, for example.
Yeah, but that's like I think it's still kind of it is kind of a crappy because indie just means so many different things.
Yeah, it's this kind of like nebulous term that like just means whatever you feel like it means. It doesn't have a really hard defined term.
Yeah,
I think
we need
being
more
self-funded without a publisher is a very clear definition.
Sure, but then like From Software would be an indie studio. I mean, they're technically owned by the Kadokawa Corporation. But like, Mojang, after they released Minecraft and become $1 billion studio, yeah, they're still independent. They're still like financing their own games. But like what I'm specifically trying to talk about here is not independent studios, it's more small creatives.
Yeah, someone else made a good point. Then by this logic, Square Enix is indie because they publish their own games.
Yeah. FromSoft publishes their own games in Japan.
Yeah. Maybe we should change the title.
Yeah, like that's
best small game.
Best small game. That makes more sense.
Yes. I think I don't particularly care. No, I really liked Backpack Battles. Did you guys play that?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh wait, yes, I watched someone play it though. That actually seemed fun.
Yeah, you could do like you could build like a Yu-Gi-Oh deck for your backpack.
No.
It's really cool.
That actually seemed like a good game. Like the optics were so Flash game from 2005.
Yeah. It's like a sword and sandals looking game.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that.
All right, Daniel, do you wanna throw some defense for your incest fantasy game?
When you fucking put it like that, come on.
Hey, you're swearing again.
I'm sorry. I feel like you two are stuck now with Backpack Battles.
I was ready to give it to you, actually, to your game.
Well, I think the Coffin of Andy and Lele is actually a really interesting game. And no, not because of the incest, but because I think the artwork is really nice and cute and unique. I think the music is really good. And a lot of people have gotten up in arms over like the quote unquote like shocking content, but like a lot of that stuff is played for laughs. For anyone that's ever read it, the tone of the game is very similar to the comic book series Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, which was made by Jonan Vasquez. He went on to make the Invaders Zim cartoon. So the tone is kind of similar to that, where like the kind of like quote unquote like shocking, darker stuff is not meant to be taken super seriously. And the actual meat of the game comes from like the really toxic dynamic between the brother and the sister, where the sister is constantly trying to manipulate her brother and wants to feel like she's the most important person in his life because she can't stand the idea of not having full control of him. And it's not in like a romantic sense or anything like that. It comes from the fact that she only cares about him. Like he's the only person that has ever like treated her well, and this fostered this like twisted sort of relationship between them where they kind of feed off each other's toxicity. And seeing their relationship throughout the game, kind of like it goes back and forth between the two of them, like treating each other like shit and then being actually very tender towards each other. It's actually, there's a lot of layers to the relationship. And I think it's really fascinating. So that's why my vote goes towards Andy and Lele. There's a lot more psychological depth to the game than one might initially believe based on the surface level shock value stuff that people have been focusing on.
All right.
Well, Daniel, thank you for your dissertation, but I just realized I can't even vote for your game because I have not watched the trailer and I have not played it.
Oh,
And the
that's
title
right.
is not descriptive, so
Well, I
it was
tried.
all for nothing.
Also, Backpack Battles has backpacks, and you can battle in it, Daniel.
Yeah, that's a very descriptive title.
Backpack Battle wins.
Wow.
The watch show is so dumb.
So the next category is for the biggest disappointment. I have Tears of the Kingdom. What do you guys have?
Yep, that's my pick. I don't think anything else comes close.
Daniel? Did we lose Daniel? Or is he just not
No,
talking?
I'm still here.
He's
I'm
just
still here.
seething because Andy and Lele didn't win.
I'm beside myself. I just can't help it.
This is what happens. There's always one person that takes the award show too seriously. Do we want to give it to
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom, or
It's for me. It's Tears of the Kingdom. When they announced that game, I said, I hate it. I hate that they're doing a sequel. And you guys said, well, it's going to be great. Look at Majora's Mask. Well, this is no Majora's Mask.
it
It's
absolutely
definitely
is
no
not.
Majora's Mask. It's definitely not. Yeah, we can give it to Tears. Why not?
All right. So the next category, this is a returning favorite. The best game whose name is the exact same as a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Oh, no.
What?
Don't you remember?
What?
Did you remember this, Daniel?
No.
It used to be the best Chris Avalon game, and then I had to change it because of the troubles.
Didn't he beat those allegations not that long ago?
Yeah, but I still like this category better because he didn't. I don't think he worked on anything this year. So the nominees are Cocoon, which is Cocoon of Evolution, Alan Wake 2, Miracles Awake, Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon, Armored Glass, Dave the Diver, Deep Diver, and Baldur's Gate 3, which is Gate Guardian. And Gate Guardian is made up of 3 guys, so it even fits there. Which one of these games is the best game whose name is the exact same as a Yu-Gi-Oh card?
I have a question. If it's called, why isn't it called Gate Guardians if it's 3 guys?
Because it's like 3 guys merged together into 1 guy.
Ah.
Yes.
I really like Armored Glass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
That's a strong name.
All right. It's a shit card though. Just straight up.
I mean, it may be a bad
99% of Yu-Gi-Oh cards shit.
I mean, I don't care if it's a bad card. That's a strong name.
Miracles Awake has a really beautiful artwork. Just by the way.
That's also
Miracles Awake is not bad.
that's a kind of a good card name.
Yeah.
Gotta hand it to you.
It's got to be between those two.
All right. What if, guys, we do something crazy and I just show you the cards? Huh? How's that?
Okay.
You
I
are
feel
out
like
of your
because-
mind.
Yeah, because you rizzed up Miracles Awake. I feel like if we see the artwork, it's going to go to that
Here
one.
it is. Miracles Awake.
Okay.
And here's
That's
Armored
not bad.
Glass. Here's Armored Glass.
Armored Glass looks lame by comparison.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. But this is pretty good, huh? It's kind of a shit effect though.
But I could see myself saying I'm playing Miracles Awake, and that's
Yeah.
kind of Chad, you know. think I'm going with that one.
Miracle's Wake.
Yeah, can you show Gate Guardian?
Yeah.
I can't show Gate Guardian. You're not going to be impressed.
Damn. Poor Gate Guardian.
Gate Guardian is ass. He was ass when he came out, and he's
Can you
ass
please stop
today.
swearing?
Here he is.
That artwork looks bad.
Ah, that looks bad.
Yeah.
That's not good color coordination.
No, they took the image, I think, straight from the manga. They did that with a lot
You know
of
what?
early DM cards.
You know what this reminds me of? It's like the Power Rangers where they try to fuse together their different Zoids or whatever, and so you have like all these mismatched pieces, like kind of like jammed together.
They did retrain Gate Guardian fairly recently. Here's what he looks like in the retrain. It's like the same design, but like they changed up the colors a bit and gave him a different pose. I don't think this is nearly as good as like Miracle's Awake.
Nah, Miracle's Awake.
I mean, it looks like there's like a mouth where his genitals should be.
Oh
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
There's a lot of that in Yu-Gi-Oh, by the way. Okay, what about... I think I can sell you on this. Cocoon of Evolution.
Let's give it to Miracles Awake.
Hold on, you haven't seen Deep Diver.
Okay.
Bam!
I don't see anything. Oh, there we go. That's so lame.
Yeah, Miracles Awake.
Miracles Awake has it. This is...
Yep, it's cinched it.
It's cinched it. Alan Wake, first award of the day. No, Sam Lake took an award earlier.
Sam Lake in honor of Alan Wake.
Ooh! Here is a beloved category. And I'm thinking if you guys maybe want to have a piss break or a drink break, we can do that after this one.
I can go for a bit longer.
Okay. We're a bit over halfway through now.
Okay. Sounds good.
Do you guys have any idea what's coming up now?
Oh man, I'm just
I'm
quivering
thinking best
with
car.
anticipation.
No, it's not the best car. It's the best game with a prominent car.
Best
Oh my
game
god, I
of
was so right on that though.
Yeah.
Can I get some credit here?
Yeah, that was a strong guess.
So we have Tears of the Kingdom, because you have a magic hand car.
Yeah, you can create your own car, I
Armored
suppose.
Core 6, Max are a car.
It's stretching it.
Street Fighter 6. Now I recall, Bogan, correct me if I'm wrong, there is a Street Fighter level, maybe not in Street Fighter 6.
Where you beat up a car. Yes.
Where you beat up a car. Is that true,
That
or
one
is that...
that one was in Street Fighter 2, and it is back.
Is it
back,
That's pretty
baby.
cool, actually.
It's so back.
Oh my god, so it's not a bad nomination even.
No.
Not even.
And Resident Evil Remake. Do you guys remember that sequence at the end where Ashley's driving the car and Leon is in the back of the car? That sequence is not in the remake, it's in the original. But I think it still counts. Which one of these is the best game with
I
a
don't think that
prominent
counts.
car?
I don't think that counts. I mean, between the four of these, it has to be Street Fighter 6. I don't think it comes close.
Over Tears of the Kingdom, you can make a shitty magic car. That doesn't work
But is
really
that as
well.
fun
It
as
takes 10
punching a
minutes to
car?
build.
Is that as fun as punching a car until it breaks? I don't think so.
That is true.
Is it Chocobo a car?
No.
It's a mount.
Okay.
Cars are mechanical. Chocobo is like a bird horse. That's like saying horses are cars.
I'm just checking. Calm down.
Sometimes a horse is a car.
I actually like the
I guess
Chocobo in
BoJack
16.
Horseman is secretly a car.
Oh yeah.
I actually like the Chocobo in 16 though. The way you get it, the lines when you call it.
You'll be happy to know, Bogan, that we're not
do like
doing
the Chocobo.
we're not doing the best Rick and Morty cartoon that's better than BoJack Horseman, because the latest season of Rick and Morty sucks ass.
I'm so surprised.
Yeah.
People online are like, "Oh my god, it's the best one! Haha, they fired him, and it's the best one." It is such utter dog shit. There's been one episode that didn't suck. They completely
So you-
cooked it.
So you really feel his absence, is what you're saying?
I don't know. It's just not like, the voices are good, the performances are good. It's just like all the episodes feel like that sperm episode or that shitty dragon episode. It's just like, every now and then Rick and Morty would just have a shit episode, and it feels like, with the exception of maybe the Mortal Enemy Rick one, all the episodes now have just been this shit. It's like, oh my god, he's gonna get his groove back with Hugh Jackman. It's like, why?
I mean, I've only seen the first 2 seasons, which I hear are the absolute best ones. So
I think
I feel like
the
they're good.
third season is the best one.
Okay.
Hot take. Arkham Knight Switch Batmobile. That game sucked on the Switch, didn't it?
Probably did.
Most
Most
game
games
also
on the
kind of
Switch
sucked
were-
because of the Batmobile.
most ports to the Switch suck.
Yeah. Are we gonna
Okay,
get into
anyway.
Street Fighter?
Sure.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty funny.
It's funny because I haven't seen that stage myself. I just assume it's in there. I think I've seen a screenshot, but I don't play the story mode.
If it's not in
I've
there,
got better things to do.
Boken will be disqualified from the academy for 10 years,
Forever.
like Will Smith. It was a slap in the face of the integrity of the Essays and Espresso Award show. So what do you guys want to do? You want to get some coffee? You want to get something to drink? Or do you want to move on?
No, let's continue.
You want to move on?
Oh, sure, we can move on.
I'm good.
The next category is the award for the best original property. And,
Okay.
and we have, this is a pretty bloated list. We have Little Gator Game, Resident Evil 4, Starfield, lol. Sea of Stars, Mortal Kombat 1, Lethal Company, Backpack Battles, and Suga Game. Suga Game came out in 2021, but it kind of blew up this year, so I think it's fine.
And we define original property.
Yeah, it's
Why
like
is Resident Evil on this in Mortal Kombat?
well, Mortal Kombat, it's like Mortal Kombat 1, so it must be an original property.
Oh.
Why would it be Mortal Kombat 1 if it wasn't the first one?
Okay, but what about Resident Evil 4?
I don't know how that got there, but it's there.
Hey, don't forget about the coffin of Andy and Lele.
The coffin of Andy and Lele. You know, a coffin can sometimes be a car, Daniel. You kind of missed your shot there.
I just,
Not really.
for me, it would be Hi-Fi Rush, but I don't consider that a big property. I don't want them to do anything more with that.
Well, you don't have to want it to become a big franchise. It's just like the best new thing. But also, is it really original? Is Hi-Fi Rush really original? Isn't it just a rehash?
No.
Rehash of what?
Of, like,
Okay. I don't know where we're going from here, to be honest.
Which one is the best original property?
I don't care.
We're not putting Armored Core 6 up there. That's not an original property.
No.
Even though it's a reboot. If it had just been Mech Fights, Fires of Rubicon, then it would have been an original property. But they sold it on the name, so they disqualified themselves.
Okay, but, again,
P?
then by that logic, Resident Evil 4 should be removed.
It should be removed, but, I don't... we don't have to remove it. If you don't like it, you don't have to vote for it.
Fine, I guess.
Now, guys, this is gonna...
What about Lies of P?
Yeah, we could add Lies of P.
Yeah, Liza P.
Now, I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna maybe speak for all of us. I think Resident Evil 4 has really distinguished itself, right?
Mm-hmm. It definitely doesn't have remake in the title.
That is a good point.
It is a sequel and a remake.
100% OC, don't steal.
He grew up with Sonic. He met Sonic in Sonic school. He's faster than Sonic, but not as strong.
So, I think I'm gonna pick Lies of P.
All right.
just because it is definitely an original property.
It's a Pinocchio. Well, it's a Pinocchio game. I think it's still
technically
counts. That's fine.
Technically Pinocchio, sure, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with taking inspiration from other things. That doesn't mean it isn't still an original property.
Right. That's how Resident Evil 4 Remake is there. It's the same thing.
God of War is considered an original property, even though it's based on Greek mythology.
It's based on the Resident Evil myth.
God of War is based on the Resident Evil.
Okay, why not go with Liza P? I don't mind.
All right, we'll give it to Liza P. So, the next category is hunk of the year, best hunk of the year.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, baby. Get those sweaty abs on, baby. And the nominees
lather them up in oil.
Oh yeah, baby. Is that a hunk in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Leon Kennedy and Link. Now, I will make a case for Link here. Last time... No, hold on. Breath of the Wild Link is a twink. But I feel Tears of the Kingdom, he's made the transition. He's like...
Into a hunk?
He's not a twink in Tears of the Kingdom, I don't think. I think he's
But he's not a hunk either.
I think he's too feral. I think
he does look kind of raw. I agree.
Yeah, he's got like raw, feral, wild man hunk energy, you know? I feel like he's like, if you came back to that Link 10 years later, he'd have like a big beard and big broad shoulders.
I feel like there's still too much twink in him to make him best hunk of the year, though.
You don't think the transition is complete?
Nah.
Ooh. Chat, what do you think? Leon Scott Kennedy, the Italian stallion? That's true.
I think we're missing Clive from FF16. Clive is a hunk.
Clive.
I would... Okay, where does Prince Dion fall?
Who?
Prince Dion also from FF16.
I mean, okay, so
he's not really a twink. He's not as hunky as Clive, but I find him a lot hotter.
He's kind of pretty though.
He is
this Dion guy.
But Clive is a himbo.
Also, the second image that comes up when I Google FF16 Prince Dion is this. I don't know what the context here is, but I think this disqualifies him from being
because he's literally gay. Because the character is canonically gay, like not as a joke, is literally gay.
Well, then he can't be a hunk. As we all know, there are no gays that are hunks. Clive from FF16. Because neither one of you
wins.
Hold on. What about the Mario? He's an elephant now. Elephants are kind of hunky.
Hunky. I don't know about hunky.
Alan Wake 2, is Alan Wake a hunk? Is Liza
Not
P?
really. He's kind of raggedy.
That's true. He's got he's kind of in the same category as Link here, where he's wiry. He's got like wiry sort of Ratman energy.
He looks like he's drank too much coffee and he's just like scrambling all over the place.
Yeah. How about Lies of P-Boy? Is he a hunk or is he like a twink?
No, he's a twink.
The definition of twink.
Ooh, what about 621?
He's like the twink of twinks.
What about 621 from Armored Core? What's a better hunk than a gigantic hunk of metal?
I thought we were talking about like the conceptual hunk, not the literal massive hunk of metal.
We're Walter. Put your dick away, Walter.
I can't come up with any more.
No, it's got to be Clive.
Clive
It's
destroys. Clive is like annihilating everyone right now.
Theoretically, a bigger hunk in the game is Hugo.
But he's not as prominent a hunk.
No, well, no, he's very prominent hunk, but he's just not as good a character.
Well, how about Olimar from Pikmin 4? Herb
Like
is asking.
Hugo's not as attractive.
Ooh, can
That's
a hunk
right, yeah.
be named Clive?
Yes, of course.
Oh.
Really? We're gonna disqualify him because his name? Come on, that's.
To be fair, it is a pretty unhunky name. No woman is ever like, oh yeah, Clive, hold me. Sorry for all the Clives in chat.
Jill did.
Who is Jill?
From Final Fantasy 16.
From Resident Evil?
No. Here's another thing. Canonically, factually,
Okay.
in game, we see it. Clive fucks and
Wait,
hunks.
Does he
fucks.
swear on my podcast though? On my live stream?
Hey,
Okay, look, if he's...
I mean, Clive swears a lot.
If Clive is serving sausage to the ladies of the Final Fantasy 16 universe, I think that's enough.
yeah, he do
think-
be.
Leon,
He did.
Leon Kennedy is not serving pussy. You know, he's not satisfying anyone.
He's not, but Clive canonically did.
Leon Kennedy is sharing posts about men going their own way, like 3 years after the fact. 6-1.
Jill to Pound Town.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with Clive.
Let's go with
We have a
Clive.
twin
Yeah.
category, right? Because that
No.
one's gonna be a discussion.
No,
Wait, we don't?
We don't have that anymore. I removed it.
Why not?
I talked about it.
Why?
earlier.
That's a way more interesting discussion.
No. Because it's just going to be Lights of P-Boy.
No, it's not.
Oh.
There are a bunch of contenders.
Oh,
Okay.
wait a minute.
Okay,
Do we want to bring back the babes and the twinks and such?
why not?
All right. This is a big offset here. Best twink of the year.
What a shakeup!
Oh my god.
Okay, but do we agree
All
that
right.
Link doesn't make the twink anymore?
Okay, sure. He's graduated from twink into
He's evolved.
feral Florida man.
All right.
Okay, I'm nominating Joshua from 16.
Joshua, FF16.
I am
Okay. Yeah, he's-
I'm still nominating Dion from 16.
Dion, 16.
I don't know if Dion counts as twink.
He doesn't
I
count
don't
as a hunk. I have to
Devolved.
put him
Definitely not a
somewhere.
hunk. I agree with that.
People are saying he devolved from a twink. Link did.
I'm
I think that's a matter of perspective.
also nominating Jamie from Street Fighter 6.
Jamie,
No,
SF6.
Okay.
I have multiple gay and female people in my Twitter mentions who are so horny for that character.
All right.
Okay.
How about Pizza Tower? That guy with the big Italian mustache. Is he a twink?
If he is, then Wario would be a twink.
Ooh, yeah, no, Wario's not a twink. Now Luigi, that's a twink.
I think Luigi has twink energy, but not twink aesthetic.
Yeah, you know, Luigi, he had twink potential, but he squandered it. He went into a trade job, and he never, fully developed his twink potential. So he's out.
He got roped in by his brother Mario.
I
Yeah.
think
be a bummer.
twinks shouldn't have beards by default. Maybe that's a hot take.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. A twink with a beard just doesn't look right.
Is Cal Kestis a twink?
Nah.
Also, I think he has a beard in the new game, right?
He does
He
in the
does.
new game. Yeah.
I
Although I think technically you can shave it if you want to.
Yeah, I feel like a twink doesn't need to shave that often. I feel like they're weak biology.
Naturally.
Yeah, they have shitty genes for hair growth, so it takes care of it for them. Right, Bogan?
fuck you.
Zing.
I'm not a twink.
Boken the twink.
Uh,
But then again, Boken is bald, and I don't think twinks can be bald.
what the
They have to have gorgeous locks.
Bogan, are you just gonna take that?
What? It's true, I'm bald, and I'm not a twink. And I have shitty beard growth. What can I say?
You just have bad hair growth in general.
Yeah? I gave up on that a long time ago.
Did you ever try?
I did try recently.
And you were just
it-
like, no.
It did not
It
go
was
well.
never meant to be.
Nope.
Luigi twinkles but does not twink. Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it. Is Fortnite Jonesy a twink? I don't know.
I don't know what that even means.
Do you guys think the new Spider-Men are twinks? I don't think so.
Don't know.
Nah.
I think
Didn't
they're
look at them.
too. Yeah, I think they're too kind of. They're too kind of Nickelodeon kid friendly to be twinks.
Yeah, Miles Morales, he feels too much like a teenage kid to be a twink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Peter Parker
He's got
feels
that
too
like
much
G.
like
Willikers
a
kind of
nerd.
vibe.
Yeah,
He's kind of a cool nerd though.
this is
Like he's not as
disturbing.
socially awkward as Peter.
Listen, guys, I have no investment in this category. I didn't want this category. I removed it. The essay boys brought it back.
I still got to go with Lies of P though. Like I feel like of these, like I've seen so many women thirst over the Lies of P pro tag. Like my sister worked at a tattoo shop, and one of the girls at the shop had no interest in playing the game, would literally just look up trailers and would just watch trailers of Lies of P just because she was thirsting over the Timothy Chalamet looking main character.
People say
okay.
he looks like Timothy Chalamet. I don't think he does. I think they have similar hair. But if you like look at Timothy Chalamet's face, he's got like the sunken eyes and like no buccal fat. He looks like just a weird heroin addict. Lies of P looks like a really pretty boy. I don't think Timothy Chalamet is pretty.
Okay, well, regardless of that, this boy's prettiness is to a degree that this girl who had no interest in playing the game was obsessing over him.
She was a fake
That's-
gamer.
that's- You could say that, I suppose. I don't know. I think that says something. That's some
All right.
that
Okay.
is some powerful twink
You
energy.
know what? I was gonna go with Jamie. I just looked up the Lies of P guy again. He's
right.
kind of hot.
All right.
I can be done with
So
that.
when I said
I'm not-
I said that Lies of P was just gonna win the category like 10 minutes ago, I was completely correct.
No, you said Lies of P was the only entrant, which is not true.
Did I say that?
I don't know.
Geppetto knows how to
Like
make
everything
a twink.
else here, nothing matters. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Do
I
you
see
want to
some
do?
people in the chat like, "Hey, chat, you can chill. This is not serious."
I have no clue who Kagetsu is.
Kagetsu?
Yeah, it was mentioned in the chat. No clue.
Who is Kagetsu?
That sounds familiar, though. That sounds like a name I should recognize.
That's Sea of Stars
From
or something?
Fire Emblem.
Oh, Fire Emblem. Do I look like a Fire Emblem player?
I haven't really. I've only played like a couple of Fire Emblem games. I've only played Path of Radiance and Awakening.
Yeah. You only started to like the Fire Emblem games after they added the waifu mechanics, right?
Yep.
No, it's the other way around.
Oh. You guys,
I really liked Path of Radiance, which was on the GameCube, and then I played Awakening, and I was just like, oh, they just turned this into a waifu thing now.
Do you guys want to move on to? Do you want to do best babe? I always, I
can
think
do
I
babe.
presented the best babe of the year as like, how was it? Like Mountain Dew presents the best babe because it's like the MTV Movie Awards.
Well, hey,
Was this a good year for the best babes, or do we want to move on to the next category?
I can't really think of any babes at the top of my head,
Yeah, same.
Best babes.
except for maybe Street Fighter 6. But like,
FF16 had terrible babes.
Zelda is a shitty babe.
I don't think FF16 had terrible babes.
I name
I mean,
one.
Jill's not really a babe. She's
Guys.
too cute.
I think I have it. It's Ada Wong, right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
How about
I guess.
Ashley? Is Ashley a babe?
No, she's too cute.
She's too cute.
Babes are not cute. Babes are
Wow.
hot.
Wow, this guy. How about...
And Ada Wong is hot.
That's true. That is true. Surprise contender, though. Bam! Shodan.
Zodan?
Shodan.
Zodan?
Shodan.
I really don't like that we can nominate characters that have been around for 20 years for this just because they were in a remake. Because
I
then
don't
we
think
could also
they can
throw
do that.
Chun-Li, Cammy, Jury in here.
Oh yeah. Shodan probably gets the Lifetime Achievement Award for Best Babe, but she would not be
I don't think
nominated.
so. I don't know about that, Chief.
So what?
How could she be the best babe when she's literally a computer program?
Bruh, sometimes a babe ain't even a woman. Sometimes it's a crazy AI.
This is the most G4 category. I mean, can't really argue with that.
Sometimes, yeah. So what? Ada Wong, but Ada Wong. Here's the problem I have with Ada Wong. That like the voice actor sucks. I think they changed
He's
the voice
not
actor.
good.
I think they changed it from Resident Evil 2 remake because she was good in Resident Evil 2 remake, but for 4,
So
I feel like they changed it and it kind of sucks.
So what I heard, don't quote me on this, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think what happened was that the original voice actress for Ada Wong was union, and Capcom was like, ew, we don't want to pay union prices, so they hired someone else to do Ada Wong in 4 who was not union, and she's way worse as a result.
That makes sense. Do we still want to give it to Ada Wong?
I mean,
I don't think there's anybody else that really...
if you think of it like this, if you just mute your TV...
Daniel,
I
that's
mean...
a good point. Lele, best babe.
That solves that problem.
Isn't Lele like 15 or something? Anyways,
Wait, what?
Sure,
wait,
let's
wait,
go
wait,
with
wait,
Ada.
wait, wait, wait. What was that question?
Lele from Coffin. Isn't
She's
she like
she's
15?
20.
Oh,
She's 20.
is she a babe?
She's a goth chick. That's different.
Okay.
What? How's that different?
Goth chicks are like their own completely different category.
I really hope nobody's just starting watching the stream right now. Like, yeah, so the first category is the best babe of the year.
Someone's yelling Karlak. I don't think Karlak is a babe. Karlak is very cute though. I do like her.
We should have a category that's like cute girl of the year, but I think Ashley would probably win. I don't know.
Probably.
Goth is good, but Goth is not babe, you know? Fail opinion, Daniel.
We need a good best goth babe category as well.
This is just us being like, what kind of woman do you like? Yeah, she's kind of cute though. Are there any girls in chat? Ada Wong has it.
Ada Wong wins.
The next category is the best things I hope don't become trends. So one is we've kind of reached a critical mass of Hollywood being injected into video games, and we kind of need to push against this shit. I don't need Jordan Peele telling Kojima how to make video games. Jordan Peele can't even make a very good movie. He's okay. People like really quickly jumped on him as like, oh, he's one of the best horror movie makers of all time. Like, calm down. He made one movie that didn't suck ass, and then he followed it up with 2 movies that sucked ass.
I haven't watched any of his movies, so I don't have an opinion.
I like the sketch he did where it was inner city Hogwarts. That was pretty funny.
Wait, are you still talking about Jordan Peele?
I'm still... Yeah, of course.
Okay. Yeah, I can agree.
All right. The other one is buggy releases followed by an apology on Twitter 2 days later. This happened for Jedi Survivor. It happened for Forspoken. It happened for Gollum. I think it happened for King Kong too. Like, this has been a big thing this year. But I feel like buggy releases, that's like part and parcel of the industry. The Hollywood thing is still something that's in the sort of early conception. Unity charging the studio for each sale? Ooh, yeah.
Well, that's not a trend, I guess, because they immediately revoked it.
Yeah.
Now, I find it interesting because your first point about Hollywood, like there was a time where every fucking movie coming out had a. You can't keep dinging me for this. It's too late.
You have to just don't do it. It's easy.
Anyways, there was a period of time where there was like a movie tie-in game coming out like every month for every movie. And that has not really been a thing.
Ah, that's true.
That
Games
died
became
off.
Too expensive.
That really harshly died off after a certain point. For the better, because all those games were really bad for the most part.
Yeah.
Like I don't think anyone is crying because they're not making like Smurfs 2 for the DS anymore.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, I didn't know.
All right, so what do we want to go with here?
The first one.
The first one?
Yep.
All right.
Games need to be games. Games trying to be more like Hollywood is not a good thing.
That's true. Kojima. I know Kojima watches my videos. He tunes into every stream, so this is directed to him. The next category is the best game we didn't play, also a returning favorite. I have Baldur's Gate 3 and Final Fantasy 16.
Well, Boken and I both played FF16, so...
So it can't even win, baby.
I played very little of 3, but I don't think I played enough of it to like really formulate a strong opinion.
What is Alan Wake 2? Is it like an Uncharted? Is it like a Last of Us? Or is it is it a well done horror game?
Isn't it like a spooky...
It seems like a horror game more than...
Yeah, it's like a point your flashlight at the monsters and hope you survive kind of game, I think. I have no idea.
I mean, particularly for Alan Wake 2, I was listening to a podcast and they were comparing it to Silent Hill.
Ooh.
Favorably.
Ooh. All right.
I know that a journalist named Gene Park went as far as to say that we don't need the Silent Hill 2 remake anymore. We have Alan Wake 2 to fill the void.
That's pretty high praise.
That is pretty high praise. I don't know. I haven't played it, so it's definitely worthy of being here. I don't think any of you here have played it. So.
I didn't play it.
I want to, though.
Was Neon White this year? Because that seemed like a game... Oh, that was last year? Shit.
That was last year.
Damn it.
I mean... Boken, I'm assuming you played Alan Wake 1?
No.
Did you play 2 then, without playing 1?
No, I haven't played it.
Okay.
Wait, so Alan Wake 2, nobody here played it?
No.
Nobody here played it.
Do we want to give it to Alan Wake 2?
No, I want to go give it to Baldur's Gate.
Oh, okay.
But I played a little bit of Baldur's Gate 3, compared to Alan Wake 2, which neither of us has played any of it at all.
Yeah, but we are talking about the best game, and also Asa and me can just override your vote, right?
I think the level of not playedness is a factor.
I don't think so at all. I think this is I wanted to check this out for very long, but I haven't yet category. And that's Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah,
I feel like with Baldur's Gate 3, though, I'm still waiting for them to actually finish the game.
Also, you did play it, Daniel. So you can't have it there. I have very little interest in playing Baldur's Gate 3. I don't really like when they do D&D rules in video games. I think those are the tabletop rules work better when they're much more optimized for games. Is that the way Baldur's Gate works? Because I've actually seen a sequence where they needed to invade a castle, and they actually just stacked a bunch of boxes on top of each other to teleport over the fence, or like the walls, and it worked.
Yeah, Larian Gates has a lot of creativity when it comes to that. A
Yeah.
lot of interacting
Baldur's
systems that
Gate
you can
3
use.
Baldur's Gate 3 is secretly also like an immersive sim in a way.
All right. Maybe it's Baldur's Gate 3 then.
My vote goes to Alan Wake.
I'll throw a bone out for Baldur's Gate 3, but I would probably like Alan Wake 2 more if it is a very well done horror game.
From what I hear, it is the best horror game of the year.
All right. So the next category is the award for the highest selling game of the year.
Oh, yes, of course.
And the nominees are Call of Duty, Hogwarts Legacy,
Yay!
Spider-Man 2, Diablo 4, Zelda, Resident Evil 4 Remake, and Starfield.
And I'm assuming you looked up these numbers.
Of course.
I mean,
What am I voting for?
I feel like Call of Duty probably was the one that sold the best.
All right.
Is this a quiz now? Do I have to guess?
You have to vote.
Well, I'm voting for the one with the most sales, so you have to tell me.
Well, I know which one had the most sales, but I prepared for the recording. You didn't.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot we had this.
I think Tears of the Kingdom also sold really well.
Yeah, it sold like 10 or 17 million copies or something. It's
Something
insane.
crazy like that.
Didn't win though.
It did
think-
not.
I think it's the fourth highest selling game of the year.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Spider-Man 2 is not.
No, it didn't.
It's on the lower end.
It
no.
didn't win.
Baldur's Gate didn't make this list, huh?
Nope.
Interesting.
It might have sold more copies than like RE4 Remake or whatever, but it's not the highest selling game of the year.
I don't. Yeah. With that in mind, I don't think Resident Evil 4 won either.
Yeah, no.
I really hope Starfield didn't. Oh, you're laughing.
Yeah, I'm laughing.
No.
No.
Are
How
we
much
giving
did it sell?
Starfield
It
Are we
sold.
giving Starfield an
I think Starfield sold like 10 million copies. Don't worry, Daniel. It's not the highest selling game of the
Jesus.
year.
Not the highest, but that's more than it deserves.
Well,
So is it Call of Duty?
nope. It's Harry Potter.
Ugh.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
Guys, this is the last 10 years. So if we go from 2014 all the way up to now, there have been 2 years where Call of Duty was not the highest selling game of the year. Do you know which 2 years it was?
Last 2 years.
No.
Wait, last 2 years.
No, last year Elden Ring was beat by Call of Duty. I grumbled during the recording, but Call of Duty did win last year.
Okay.
No, it's yeah.
How far back are we going?
From 2013, Grand Theft Auto 5 was the highest selling game of the year, but every year since then, Call of Duty has won, with the exception of this year and one other year. Do you know what game that was?
I want to say maybe Red Dead 2, but I don't think it's
You are dead right.
Oh, damn.
The only games which have
I
beat
could
Call
see
of
that.
Duty are Rockstar Games and Harry Potter.
People love Rockstar and Harry Potter more than Call of Duty.
It's Joe
Clearly.
Warida. But yeah, so the award for the highest selling game of the year goes to Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, that makes me feel
Yay.
bad. No, there's nothing to yay about.
If I could make an ironic, party sound, I would.
Okay,
I'd rather Call of Duty win than Hogwarts.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, kinda.
Well, I'm pretty indifferent to both franchises. I hated Harry Potter way before it was cool, by the way. I've been hating on Harry Potter for so long, and now that it's cool, I'm like, you guys you're just faking it. You actually like Harry Potter. I hated it back when people loved it. The next category, Bokin, you'll like this one, is the annual Festivus airing of grievances.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, what?
So,
do I just get to rant here about something?
yeah. Somebody who's wronged you or some grievance you have. Mine is that there's only like 4 franchises that can survive $1 billion production cost, so everything else needs to scale back. What is your annual Festivus airing of grievances?
Okay, I have a grievance.
All
I have
right.
a grievance with Mario Wonder because I recently played again, and I noticed how bad it is.
Thank you for
that
censoring.
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
that.
I try. that you still lose your power-ups when you get hit, because then I'm thinking about how much better these levels could be if you just have a fire flower for the entire thing, or the elephant for the entire thing. The level design could be so much better if they didn't have to account for you not having power-ups. I think it's a bad design. I hate that they keep it, and yeah, I hope they change it at some point. Because the level design in Mario Wonder is okay, but could be much better if they just didn't have that stupid rule.
Yeah. I like the Mario Wonder levels. I think there's a lot of creativity in them. But
I just think that the powers don't really work.
yeah, I feel like
And they never really worked in Mario.
I feel like
you
they
can just
coulda
lose them
do it a
too
bit
easily.
better. I like how short they are. Was that
Yeah.
me? That was me. And how they sort of encourage replay value and she.
And you give us guff about professionalism. Pshaw.
Hey, I am a professional. I'm just a professional with a social life. What is your annual Festivus airing of grievance, Daniel?
I'm being put on the spot. I didn't have a canned response ready.
I like that Boken had one, just ready to go.
Yeah,
I actually thought about this.
I feel like Boken is just someone that just radiates pure spite. So he was more willing to just come up with some stuff like on the spot of like a grievance.
I shower and I complain to myself while I shower. So I had this ready.
Daniel,
Yeah,
maybe
help.
I have a grievance you could air. Maybe you want to throw some more hatred towards bald people.
No, I'm good. I think my grievance is let's see.
Can we get a re-explanation of what this topic actually is? Certainly. So, Frank Costanza grew tired of the commercialization of Christmas, and so he created his own holiday. And one of the core tenets, along with the aluminum pole, was the annual airing of grievances, where he would sit his family around the dinner table and complain at them at all the ways they'd disappointed him that year.
I didn't know this was a Seinfeld
That's
reference.
awesome. I love that. Well, I think my grievance is the fact that Indieland, which was a stream run by the completionist for his charity, was inherently a cool thing because he got to spotlight indie games, but now it's been completely tainted because of his charity fraud. That's my grievance.
Indieland is effed. That's a good grievance, Daniel.
Thank you.
Now we need to vote on who has the best grievance.
I think overall your grievance is actually the most weighty one, because that's a serious problem.
Yes. It's like I had the most time to think about it. All right, so I win this award. No surprises there.
Yep. Well done.
Thank you. I try. The next award is for the best villain of 2023. So we have Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Bowser Baby. We have Spider-Man 2, the executives who keep greenlighting these games. I think they're kind of villains.
They are. This is not wrong.
We have Resident Evil 4 Remake, Los Plagas Spoils. Backpack Battles, we have that little gremlin guy in the shop who doesn't roll the items I want. We have the Bunker Monster from Amnesia: The Bunker. And we have Shodan from System Shock. I think this...
Chat just mentioned J.K. Rowling. I would like to nominate J.K. Rowling.
You want to nominate J.K. Rowling? You're going to make my stream political? You son of a bitch. This is unprecedented. Hogwarts Legacy. I just want you to know, Bogan. Lagosa. I just want you to know, Bogan. Hogwarts Legacy has already taken 1 trophy. You know.
Does it deserve another?
Oh, wait a minute.
Well, the villain isn't Hogwarts Legacy. It's J.K. Rowling.
Bald people. That's from Daniel.
Can't believe this.
Man, it's got to be Shodan.
Right?
It's got to be. Like, nothing else here is even coming even close. Shodan has the most charisma, the most fascinating character.
I think Bobby Kotick won last year, actually. Chad is bringing up Activision CEO. Unity CEO, yeah. But yeah, Shodan.
Yeah, but the Unity CEO has no pizzazz.
Yeah.
Shodan, when Shodan makes an appearance, you clench. You're like, oh no. Oh yes, depending on your sensibility.
This is a gaming moment.
You feel like a gamer.
Yeah.
You don't feel like a gamer with the CEO of Unity.
That's true. Bogan, what do you think?
No, I have never played System Shock, so I will have to defer to you guys.
All right. Shodan wins.
Shodan wins.
So the next category is the best hero. The nominees are Zelda. We have Pharaoh Link. We have Mario from Super Mario Bros. Wonder. 621
Mario
from Armored Core. We have the Hacker from System Shock. We have Leon from Resident Evil 4. Bogan, do you want to add J.K. Rowling?
I would not.
Hey, you know, maybe some people see it differently, you know?
I don't think so. Burb makes a good point. The completionist should have been on best villain.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Too late now.
It's too late now. We can't go back. The devs who made the Black Parade are the best heroes. I didn't even know what that is. Thief.
So the Black Parade is a new expansion made by fans.
Oh, for Thief Gold. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'd like to check that out.
Yeah, Mandalore Gaming did a video on it, and he was
guy.
like,
ugh.
Yeah.
Another one of your enemies?
Another one of my mortal enemies. Him, King K, all of these guys who are so much more popular than me.
You're starting to sound like my friend who was happy about the completionist. Not because he was mad about the charity fraud, but just because he was happy to see the Gerard just like, get his career taken away from him.
My hero is Acer.
How you want to be?
I'll add myself. Don't worry. But I am that friend, Daniel. You don't have a friend that was angry at the completionist and then got happy when he was hated on. You have 2 friends. I hated him too, but I hated him for no reason whatsoever. I think it was too cheerful.
Okay.
All right. So chat nominated me for best hero. I think everybody can sort of agree with that, right?
No.
Nope.
No.
Okay. Wow.
No.
Guys, would you vote for me or J.K. Rowling as best hero? Be honest.
I guess this is a trick question, I'm not going to dignify it with a response.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Yeah, literally, unironically putting literally me.
Out of this very, very sad list, I will have to go with Leon Kennedy.
Well, okay.
Yeah, sure, why not? Sure not. Yeah, I like Leon. We could put Leon.
We can go with Leon. We can vote Leon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote for myself, but I'm outvoted here, so. All right. So most hyped game or expansion? You know, these game showcases are always like just massive ads for things that are coming up. This is that.
Almost hype.
Yeah. Shadow of the Earth Tree, Grand Theft Auto, Avowed, Elder Scrolls, Final Fantasy VII, Hades 2. What do you want? What do you boys want?
Wait, hold on. Do we know anything more about Elder Scrolls?
Nope.
Sorry, my voice.
I am not hyped for Elder Scrolls. I am anti-hype.
Why? Because they've made a bunch of shit games in a row and they keep getting worse.
Silk Song?
Oh yeah.
I mean, is that even a real game?
Silk Song, that totally real thing that's coming
No
out.
clue.
Somebody likes Bethesda, nerd. Monster Hunter Wilds, people are saying.
What is actually coming up next year? I have no idea.
Assassin's Creed, Blobbity Bloobity, Prince of Persia, La Shupa.
Prince of Persia. Ugh.
What's wrong with the Prince of Persia game?
Nothing. I just don't want them to make a new one to cash in on nostalgia.
Oh, Bogan, how about the Sands of Time remake?
It's not even. It doesn't even look anything like a traditional Prince of Persia game. It looks more like a Metroidvania.
I'm thinking of the remake actually.
Yeah, that the new Prince of Persia game it looks pretty cool. Like it looks pretty interesting, and it's not just cashing in the nostalgia. It's its own thing. It just happens to be Prince of Persia.
The original Apple II Prince of Persias, they were that sort of side-scrolling puzzle solvers. I don't know if they had that Metroidvania thing going on though. I think they were more just cinematic, right?
Yeah, Jordan Mechner actually made a book talking about how he made Prince of Persia, the original. It's a pretty interesting book. I recommend it.
All right. So, Monster Hunter Wilds, Dragon's Dogma 2, Madden. Do you guys really want to put Prince of Persia up there? Because I'm going to just be honest with you guys. That game is going to suck ass.
It's not.
I don't want to put... Well, I guess I'm with Dragon's Dogma, because that's a game that kind of deserves a sequel, which I don't say often. But I think that's not a perfect game, the first one, and I want to see more like it.
Okay.
And it's been a while since it came out. So I think Dragon's Dogma 2 is actually exciting.
How about Metroid Prime 4?
That's not a real game.
It's so real
that is
they
a fake
canceled it
game.
mid-development and started over. Like, they actually put a bit of love into that thing.
That's a fake game.
That's just a GIF, a JPEG.
It literally is. It's just. It's literally just the number 4.
The same with Elder
Floating in
Scrolls 6.
space.
Isn't it the same with Silk Song? Has Silk Song had a trailer?
It did.
Okay.
Like a millennia ago.
Yeah, I feel like Silk Song... I think they missed the boat on that one. It feels like this is something that should have come out like a year after the original. 2 years maybe, but it's been so long, and like I feel like the Hollow Knight gimmick, it's kind of like it's not as novel anymore.
I don't think I agree, because I think Hollow Knight had a very interesting atmosphere, and I would like to revisit that world.
Sure, but I mean more like, the time to do this really well was like not... It's not like 7 years after the original. Like, haven't they spent more time spent on Silk Song than they have on the original at this point?
Probably.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Either it's really big or something, or it's just like shit show of an operation they got running there.
I mean, I haven't really played Dragon's Dogma 2, but
well,
I'll go with Boken just because I really like the director Hideaki Itsuno, and
he's doing it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll vote for then. I'll vote for it.
It is winning on the strength of the fact that he's like such an incredible director. So,
Dragon's Dogma is a great game.
Yeah.
It's a fairly unique game as well.
Itsuno is the Devil May Cry guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. And yeah, I've been told that I need to play Dragon's Dogma. All right.
It has a lot of Berserk references. Like you can in the original release, I think they took it out eventually, but in the original release of Dragon's Dogma 1, you could literally unlock both Griffith and Guts' armor and weapons.
Ooh, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
The next category, are we ready?
Oh, no. You do realize there's a Final Fantasy game coming up.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
No, I mean
Yeah,
14.
Oh, do you guys want to give it to an expansion pack?
I would, maybe. If
Fine.
Daniel does. I would also give it to
I
Dragon's
can't
Dogma.
deny that, personally speaking, yeah, I'm more interested in
This
Dawn
is a
Trail.
travesty. This is a travesty. Chat, look at what I have to deal with here.
No, Boken, it's too late. We already agreed on Dragon's Dogma 2. You can't take it back already.
It's true.
Fine.
We already agreed.
Don't do Dragon's Dogma too dirty. The Kojima game, I need to see gameplay. I don't give a shit about Kojima's Hollywood friends. I don't care how many actors he shoves into the trailer. Give me an actual trailer for the game. Stop showing me, Jordan Peele or whatever. So the next category is the award for the second best game of the year. And the nominees...
Okay.
The nominees are Backpack Battles, RE4 Remake, Lethal Company, System Shock. I guess Armored Core 6 could be there too. Baldur's Gate. What do you guys think is the second best game of the year? Mario Wonder?
Okay, I will not fight for Street Fighter 6 in the best game category if I can get this one. Just saying. Street Fighter 6 is actually a really great fighting game. It has sold really well. It has some issues, but nobody who doesn't care competitively cares.
Not well enough to win the highest selling Game of the Year award.
No, because I know you guys don't care.
I've actually played Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, but do you care about it?
In the way that you do? Of course not.
Well, in a way where you would give it a Game of the Year award.
No, I would not give it Game of the Year.
That's correct.
Would you give it second best Game of the Year? This is like
Personally,
the second
no.
best Game of the Year.
Without wanting to put you down, but I think you can only really like the Street Fighter game if you actually play the series a lot.
Ooh.
You know?
And I don't play it a lot. That's just facts.
I know. That's why I'm not gonna fight for it hard, but I think it deserves it.
All right.
It probably does, but like I'm just not big on like fighting games in general, so that's why I'm like kind of like whatever.
I think Mario Wonder has a good sort of it's the second best game energy, you know?
Nah. I would give it over to Amnesia the Bunker over Mario Wonder.
Ooh, Amnesia the Bunker is a good one.
Which I haven't even played, but I heard very good things, and I like that it's doing well. That there's a good horror game.
I would give second best to FF16.
Ooh, is that a good sort of second best game of the year game?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think it's game of the year for sure.
All right.
But I would say, at least based on the games that I played this year, it's probably second best. I was disappointed in 16, but it was still pretty good.
Okay.
But I think with, we have Amnesia, we have Hi-Fi Rush, we have Baldur's Gate. Those are all legitimately great games that don't disappoint anyone.
I haven't played Baldur's Gate, though.
Yes, you literally have.
Yeah.
I have played it, but not that much.
You have played it the most out of this podcast, and I'm still willing to nominate it because of how well it's doing and how much everybody loves it.
Okay, but like when we're talking about like best games of the year, shouldn't we actually talk about games that we know and care about rather than like, oh, everyone else likes it?
Why change the rules now? We're so
Okay,
deep into this.
Daniel, you are right, but my game of the year is Hi-Fi Rush, and you guys haven't played that, so where am I going to go with that? Nowhere. So we have to get to some kind of concession here.
Yes, true.
I
That's
suppose. It just feels weird to give it second best game of the year to Baldur's Gate, a game that we haven't really played.
I would actually give Game of the Year to Baldur's Gate.
Give Game of the Year to a game you haven't played.
We're not
What the
gonna
hell,
agree
dude?
otherwise. I named the games I love, and you guys aren't going for it.
Chat is offering up System Shock. Is System Shock a good second best game of the year?
You put System Shock twice.
That's true.
It's so good.
A game so nice, we nominated it twice.
I mean, I played a bit of System Shock, and it was cool.
Yeah, I played a bit of System Shock. It was pretty nice.
Better than Amnesia?
I don't think so, but I haven't played Amnesia.
Oh. Okay.
I feel like I would like System Shock more than Amnesia, based on what I played.
Wow, this guy. How about Armored Core 6? Is that a good second best game of the year?
I wouldn't fight it. I'm not gonna be like Boken.
What do you mean? What did I do?
He means the way you are, Bogan.
You just have that, that Boken energy to you.
I'm the one trying to get to a result here, and I'm being shat on for no reason.
Yeah, we could give it to Armored Core. Why not?
Armored Core, Bogan?
Sure. I know nothing about Armored Core.
I mean, because I've at least played it, and I beat the first boss before it got patched.
Boltius.
So
easiest boss in the world.
I played him. I played it again after he got patched, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" Like, he's so much easier. It's like he's a joke.
There was a big problem with him, though, in that I think he spawned twice the amount of rockets from the left than he was supposed to. So if you were attacking him from the left, you would have no visual feedback for knowing this, but there were so much more damage coming at you. It was something like that, where like, no, okay, he actually needs to be patched because there's some.
Oh, they also reduced the health by a significant amount. Like, I could tell. I was like, wait a minute, this is eating damage like crazy compared to before the patch, where his life bar would not budge. You really had to like play strategically.
See,
whatever. AC6.
AC6.
Okay.
And then we go to the best game of the year.
All right.
And the nominees are the exact same.
Well, it can't be AC6.
No.
There's no rule that says it can't be AC6.
So AC6 can be the second best and the best game of the year.
If a game can win best villain and best hunk, why would it not be allowed to also win the best hero or something? Just because you win one award doesn't mean you can't win another one. Personally, I think it would be very funny if we gave Armored Core 6 the best game and the second best game, but that's just me.
I'm not gonna lie, I really like the idea of it winning both first and second. I really like that idea.
It's such a good compromise title too, because like nobody is offended by it. Everybody kind of has like a good vibe with it.
Well, so do people with Baldur's Gate. Come on.
That's true.
Yeah, but like again, I feel like the play ratio matters. The fact that like none of us have actually really played Baldur's Gate, except for maybe for like an hour. Like, come on.
Daniel, why haven't you played Hi-Fi Rush? If you had played it, you would easily agree with me to put this very, very high up. You are disappointing me greatly.
I'm sorry. I will get to it, but
That's such
it's
a Daniel game
It's
too.
too late as far as this prestigious award ceremony is concerned. It's too late.
Okay, then where are we going from here?
If it makes you feel any better, I've been playing Return of the Obra Dinn recently because of your recommendation.
That makes me feel a little bit better, yes.
Does Lucas Pope deliver with it? Is it as good as Papers, Please?
I like it
haven't
much
played-
more than Papers, Please.
Wow.
I haven't played Papers, Please, so I can't compare. But Return of the Obra Dinn is pretty excellent.
Okay, to clarify on that statement, I don't like Papers, Please because I'm terrible at Papers, Please.
Sounds
that
like a
is
skill
just-
issue. I'm not gonna lie.
It is legitimately a skill issue. I'm bad at recognizing those details, and so I was failing constantly. And Obra Dinn is just great on itself.
All right. Sounds like a skill issue though.
I just agreed with you.
I know. I was doing a little bit of trolling, Boken. You know, my generation.
Yeah.
Low.
So what do we want to do here? Is it Armored Core 6 again?
Is it RE4 remake?
I kind of like it. I kind of like AC6 winning both categories.
Oh my God.
I kind of like it.
Out of these games, I could only vote for Resident Evil 4 remake based on the strength of the original, not even based on the remake.
Ooh.
I don't care about Mario Wonder. I didn't like Final Fantasy 16 that much,
Boom.
and I know you guys won't vote for Street Fighter, so I got nothing left.
You got nothing left. You're just defeated.
Honestly, I was even contemplating making like a video about how disappointing FF16 was to me because it's written by the guy that did Heaven's Ward. It's got the combat director of Devil May Cry 5. This game should have been made for me, and it was pretty good instead of a masterpiece. I'm not even mad that it was a bad game because it wasn't a bad game. It was just pretty good when the pedigree should have been something that elevated it to something like astounding, and it wasn't. So I'm like, annoyed.
Ed wants to give it to Street Fighter 16.
Street Fighter
Done with
16.
that.
Golem was robbed. Golem was robbed.
Yeah, Gollum didn't win any award, man.
It should have won something.
No, it was nominated for a few things, but it didn't win anything.
Yeah, I know. Should have won something though. Too late now.
Yeah. Are we gonna give it to Armored Core 6, Daniel?
Let's give it to Armored Core 6.
Armored
Best
Core 6.
second game and best game of the year, Armored Core 6.
Once again, this Game Awards show falls to pieces at the last question.
As it should be, as God intended.
The final category is, of course, the Best Game Award Show. And as always, the only nominee is us. Do you guys want to nominate someone else? Do you want to nominate Geoff Keighley?
I do not.
For his shit show of an award show? We didn't have any Muppets. Think about that.
Yeah, but I feel like, did that award show have the same soul as ours?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, see, the thing is, Lunacid could have won some awards here, but Daniel and Boken haven't played Lunacid.
Actually, yeah, I have.
You have? Oh my god, this is embarrassing.
Wow.
You just assumed.
I just assumed. I'm sorry. I wasn't familiar with your game. I underestimated you, Daniel.
You did. And you have paid the price for it. Greatly.
But Boken, Street Fighter won the car award. Isn't that enough?
Yeah. I'm happy with that.
Lunacid got robbed. Did anybody else have a good game award show? I don't think so. I think this was the only good one.
Honestly, no one else had a good award show. And if you try to comment about one in the chat, we're just going to ignore it. This is the only good award show.
Awesome.
So good we revived the podcast for it.
Yeah, back from the dead.
Yeah.
Back from the dead.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people who were like, hey, are you guys still going to do a Game of the Year award show? Ha ha ha. Like, people like these for some reason.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either, but they're fun to make. Do you guys want to drop some links or something?
Didn't you already drop some links for us
No,
in the description?
In the description. I thought whatever. Nobody go and watch their videos. They're too good to.
No, please don't. At this point, I'm annoyed when I get comments on my videos because I'm not going to respond anyway.
Well, any comments you were
videos.
going to leave on Boken's videos, you can just leave them on mine instead.
Is this the final episode of the podcast, or will you all be returning? I think
We have to do the Full Metal Alchemist episode. Like, come on.
Yeah, I think this is a good sort of we can do it every now and then.
Yeah, I think we should do it for Game of the Year, and we should also do it for we saw a thing that we agreed on, and then we could do an episode on that.
Yeah, whatever we agree on after Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah. Props to you for
Could be
pronouncing
Fate
it
Zero.
like lunacy instead of acid, as everyone else seems to. This is the conversation I had with Kira, the creator of Lunacid. I asked Kira, is it Lune acid or Lunacid? And Kira told me how to pronounce it. So that's why I know how to pronounce it.
Well, can't get much more legit than that.
Nope, from the source itself. You ever drink straight from the source?
Remember when in Kingdom Hearts they confirmed that Tidus's name was pronounced Titus and everyone lost it? Yeah. Yeah! That was my reaction too when I was playing Kingdom Hearts for the first time, and I was like, ew. Why? Titus just sounds so much better than Titus.
Links in the description do not work. They never do. Ever since YouTube updated its link system, all the links are broken. I can't fight it anymore. I'm sorry. I tried.
Well, if you want to check out my videos, I'm Daniel Santos. But if you look up Daniel Santos, you'll find some random Puerto Rican singer.
Yes.
So you can type in Shintai Reviews instead, which was my old name. I can't believe that still works.
It goes Shintai Reviews.
Oh, I hate it here. One day I want my channel to get big enough to where when you type in Daniel Santos, you only see me, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, who is a singer? I don't know what you're talking about. I only know about the awesome video essayist, Daniel Santos."
Maybe you should just change your name, man.
Change it a third time?
I would have vetted my name before I just saying. But yeah, so all the links are in the description if you want to go for them. Maybe they work for you. I don't know. If you want to join the post-stream discussion, it's in .discord, also in the description. Do you guys have anything to say before we shut this down, or are you guys good to go?
Well, glad to be back. This was fun.
You working on anything?
So, yes, I have a video about Benny from Fallout New Vegas, and it's basically about his character has a lot of wasted potential, and you could tell because Fallout New Vegas was a game that I think their production time was cut in half or something like that. It was something crazy like that. So there's a lot of stuff they wanted to do with that game that they couldn't, and I feel like you can feel that pretty strongly with Benny's character, particularly in the way that he kind of just exits the plot, unceremoniously.
Are you gonna bring up how his voice actor died of a ketamine overdose? I think that would be in pretty bad taste if you were to bring that up, Daniel.
No, I at most I'm just gonna be like, rest in peace to him, but no, the video is about me coming up with just fan theory, I guess, not theory, but just for fun, throwing out stuff that they could have done with his character had the game gotten the time that it deserved.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, that's coming out soonish. The audio's done. I just need to cut up the visuals. I also very recently did a video, the micro essay mixtape that's on Lamhoot's channel, where a bunch of creators got together to make short, bite-sized essays about food. And I talked about how I learned how to cook.
I was invited to that one. I think we all were, but I was like, food? F that. That's not a gamer thing at all.
Oh,
Because you only eat rice and broccoli?
Yeah, I only how do you build these muscles, Bogan? You build them with chicken and broccoli.
Yeah. Savage.
Yeah, of course. Bogan, I would ask you if you have anything to shill, but I know better.
But I think you know the answer.
How's your how's your Street Fighter career going?
Frustrating,
Okay.
but I'm keeping at it. I don't know, I'm still in the top 1% of players, I think. So,
All right.
I guess I'm doing
Are you
okay.
going to start going to tournaments and making money?
And I have already been going to tournaments, but I'm not making any money.
Oh.
Did you know that Hungrybox, who is like one of the best the best Smash players in the world, has
Yeah.
only made like $300,000 throughout all the years of tournaments, while
Yeah.
some fucking like jackass Fortnite players have been making millions.
Yeah, the fighting games are kind of poor. Whoever wins Street Fighter this year wins $1 million, but that's also the highest it's ever gotten. So that's not gonna be me. But yeah, game's good. I'm having fun.
Imagine only making $300,000 for playing video games.
Well, but that's over what 10, 15 years or something.
Oh.
Yeah, it's across like 15 years compared to
Yeah.
like a Fortnite player who made like millions in like, a couple of months.
Yeah, okay. Stop calling me out.
It's the stark difference.
Stop calling me out, guys. But yeah,
And you should know your history about Hungrybox and Mango.
why?
Come on, man. Or Dr. PP.
Yeah, I should know that, huh?
Yeah. You saying, come on, you don't know about Dr. PP?
I don't know about Dr. Peepee. This is news to me. Is this Dr. Peepee guy? Is he like an actual doctor, or is this stolen valor?
I don't think he's an actual doctor, no.
Wow.
Wow.
Anyways, I need to get something to eat. You guys can
Okay.
piss off.
I see what you did there because of the thing I said. That's very clever.
Totally plaid. Didn't just say that. And yeah, we'll stream someday again and do like the Full Metal Alchemist stuff. Thanks everybody for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.